Amazing. Okay. Let's begin. Where we last left our headhunters. Ario, the Saguaran Duelist, Arlas, the Wood Elf Gunslinger, Rhy'lyn, the Drow Binder, Sir Constantine, the Crimson Knight, Soloman, the Tiefling Gravedigger, and Tarkhi, the Devil Scar Seeker. They faced off against the Sand Witch. Sharp as her claws and tongue were, the hunters weren't swayed by her words or felled by her magic. Even with the aid of an ancient Sphinx, she was brought low, and in the end dove beneath the sands, never to be seen again. Triumphant, they took their rest, but rest would ultimately elude them. For Rhy'lyn and Constantine would encounter something otherworldly in the night, the eye of a god fixating upon them. In the end, while Rhy'lyn would leave shaken, it was Constantine's mind that took the brunt of the celestial onslaught. They would sleep, illusions plaguing sight and sound, the complication spiral fingerprints still fresh upon their souls. Arlas would then take his watch, encountering Macleod, a wandering headhunter for hire. Arlas would encounter a mind poison of his own, in the form of Macleod's Moonshine. Proving his fortitude in the face of such formidable alcoholic odds, Macleod offered him a gift. One free kill on whomever Arlas wanted. And so, Macleod would leave, with insectoid vampires in his sights, marked for death. The dawn rises, as it always does, but now, with 3 hunters lost in their own thoughts, will they brave the final stretch to the mountain? Okay. No, stop. It always gets so epic right as I finish.
That was actually perfect timing.
It was great timing, and then it freaks out afterward, and then I have to remember what song I want to play. And then I don't cut it off, and it's hilarious for everyone involved. Okay.
Exactly.
True. Real and true words have never been spoken. Okay.
I only speak the truth.
Yes.
I'm like Jesus.
Okay, don't fucking flatter yourself. Anyway. So, the 6 of you, after a rather harrowing night for some, awaken. I suppose I should, give some upkeep to those of you who, were on watch last night. So, Arlas, you obviously drank some of Macleod's Moonshine. Very potent stuff. I would say waking up, you're not, you're still a little buzzed. It's pretty long-lasting stuff, even with, well, I guess you didn't nap. You spent your 4 hours watching, and at this point now, the other 5 are beginning to get up. You're still a little buzzed, as is expected with drinking what you drank, but it's kind of starting to die down now. You're maybe a little hungover, but point being, visibly, you look like you got a little sauced. As for the other 2, Rhy'lyn, as we got into in the last session, you succeeded on 11 fucking rolls. Amazing, good for you.
1% chance.
1% gambling king, baby, gambling king.
Back to the fucking roulette tables.
All things considered, you did still fail the initial save, and while you were unaffected permanently or in any long-term ways, while you're not further connected to the universe, you're still scarred. Shaken at the very least. Yeah, like I did describe how very much it felt like fingers or worms kind of moving their way through your veins trying to get to your mind. So you still feel raw in a sense. You still feel like something ripped you open. It just failed to get deeper in there or affect you in any meaningful way. And finally, as for Constantine, I believe you rolled 10 hours on your vivid hallucinations. I would say at this point, waking up, they've gotten better. Well, not waking up, sorry, your sentry's rest. You are permanently awake for all of that. You could not sleep through it. The sad suffering of being what you are. All things considered, the hallucinations have slowed, but now that the sun is sort of up, they're not as bad. You're no longer seeing your friends as horrible monsters with tentacles and eyeballs growing out and hands proliferating out of their body. That's not so much what you're seeing. You are seeing your friends, but now sort of the air and the sky and just the area around you has vague changes in colors, distortions upon the wind. Every once in a while, out of the corner of your eye, you might see something scuttle away in the distance, something odd, something alien, but nothing that you can really focus on and remember. And every once in a while, looking at your friends, their faces... Sorry, what is that?
That would be why.
Hey, oh,
Could
something
you...
off? Or
There's like a fan or something. I don't know what you have in the background.
my fan's off.
You might...
It's gone now.
You might want to
Hello? Hi?
unplug your... Okay, it's starting to go down. It must have been something with your headset. Anyway, as I was saying, the sort of area around is there's some... So your friends, to be fair, while your friends are no longer horrible monstrosities, from time to time you might catch, let's say Arlas as an example. He might look at you strangely, and your paranoia at this moment kind of leads to an influx of fear. Why is he looking at me? What is he trying to do? And in those moments, your friends' faces start to shift. There starts to be malice in their faces. You're not sure if any of this is real. You're not sure how they feel about you or what they're thinking as they stare at you. But something is certain, that the world has become a much stranger place, at least for the next 3 or so hours that your hallucinations continue to last. And I'd say with that, the other 3 who did not experience that night, you wake up to these 3, as I've described. One drunk, the other shaken, and the other completely out of his mind. And the floor is yours to do as you wish.
Fine. Can we smell because that was, you described it as very pungent alcohol last session, so can we smell that like faint wafting of booze from Arlas?
If you get close enough to him, I'd say, yeah. If you're approaching him at all, I'd say you can smell it, but no, he doesn't.
He just looks.
Yeah,
like
he
it.
hasn't really been. I don't imagine he's been sweating it out since he's just been resting, and also he's been awake, so it's not like he's like curled up in a blanket or anything like that. But yeah, if you do start to get close to him, you'd probably maybe smell it, at least a little bit, especially on his breath, I'd imagine. Yeah, One Eye, you still got, I don't know, you might want to like unplug and replug in your headphones or whatever you're using, because
Really that bad? I don't.
yeah, there's just like some
It comes and goes.
like, machine
Yeah,
noise.
weird. Are you in an industrial warehouse, perhaps? A factory
No,
from the
but
Robots movie.
hold on, I'll be right back.
Sounds good. Okay. And like I said, the floor is yours to everyone else.
So Rhy'lyn will like fumble around, grab at his hat and veil, and put it back on with the daylight reaching.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense, as you should.
Sort of. Wretched sun, wretched stars, I hate the surface. Muttering.
To the sane ones, you see your good pal Rhy'lyn. Imagine you're still kind of laying down, you kind of grab your shit. Or I guess, right, you meditate. Yeah. You're kind of sitting there and you kind of grab your shit.
He laid down, he flopped over.
Oh, okay, right. Actually, I do remember that. You kind of see your friend, he's kind of curled up a little bit. He grabs his shit, he's just fucking muttering.
I fucking hate the stars and the surface and the shitty goddamn fire orb.
He seems more angry than usual.
Arlas says to the rest of the group, he's been like this since last night. I don't know what he saw when he was on watch.
The stars that make you go crazy, Arlas.
Yeah, he was saying a lot of stuff like that.
Soloman will perk up at the mention of stars and insanity and be like, Rhy'lyn,
What?
what did you see?
Rhy'lyn will sort of just pause for a moment. Two baleful eyes of pure red staring down at me. the destruction and the reconstruction of all that I ever was, like ants burrowing through my skin and muscle. That is what I saw. That is what he saw. And evidently, one of us was more resistant. As Rhy'lyn will point at Constantine. I don't know the name for it. We referred to it the 11th one.
Ooh.
Okay, how's it now?
Worse.
Worse, somehow.
What? What do you mean? Okay, I'm not. Okay, what? Hold on.
Weird.
I told you, he's been like this since last night. He must have seen something.
Fine.
Hmm.
Soloman would have, like, at the mention of 11th and stars watching down, Soloman would know this, absolutely, right? Like, or this be like a check?
I will say roll a religion, but
Mm-hmm.
for you, it's going to be probably
Okay.
a fairly low DC.
Alright,
Okay,
cool.
It's just if you know the pantheon, or if you just know
Yeah.
you're one god on the pantheon.
Yeah, that's a check, I guess. Yeah.
So,
That's rough.
With a 7, okay, let me think. With a
Oh.
7, like I said, I would give you low
Yeah.
DC. You got below a 10, so
Yeah.
that is still.
That's pretty bad.
You do
plus 2 in it.
assume, I mean, celestial objects 11. You do know, I would say, at least from your god, you would understand that your god is sometimes, or is portrayed or is known as the 8th. So to some degree, when Rhy'lyn says the 11th, you
It's
think
another god.
it's another god. You don't know much
Which-
about it though.
Okay.
You're not really sure on the name or anything like that. Perhaps even with a 7, maybe you've heard maybe bad things about it, but that's like more
Yeah.
like a hearsay kind of thing. You're like, you don't really know much
Okay.
more than that. This would make sense, all things considered, with how disliked this god is. Talking about it is also somewhat disliked.
Yeah.
Social faux pas.
Yeah.
It's. Does Soloman let his confusion show on his face, or?
I don't think it's confusion. It's kind of like recognition of, like, oh, gods, godlike beings, but not like, it's not like a face of revelation. It's just like a kind of putting it together. I'm gonna look to Rhy'lyn and be like, darker than mighty dangerous. Any time of year.
Evidently.
When? What is good, though, is it doesn't seem to have impacted you as deeply as it could.
You should have seen Constantine. Reminds me of the slave pits with the black tar. So Rhy'lyn doing almost like cruel, halfway between self-hating and sarcastic laughs. He's screeching and writhing.
Could Arlas try to like comfort Rhy'lyn? Like, could I make a roll to do that?
I
So
don't know that there'd be a role for that. It would just be
It'd just be roleplay.
roleplay.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Sorry, I guess I'll walk up to him and put my arm on put my hands on his shoulder and be like, "Look, man, don't you remember? We're all a team here. You don't need to worry about those stars, man. We're both elves in here. We got this."
So, why do you stink of booze?
Listen,
you smell
man.
like a cheap distillery.
Listen, man. It seems like we got visited by different things in the night. My visit was a lot nicer.
Drunk what?
But listen, man, the guy who offered me alcohol was just a really nice guy. I couldn't really turn it down. That would have been rude, don't you think?
No, you can just say, no, I don't enjoy drinking.
You're saying
But
someone
I
was
do
here
enjoy
in the net. You're saying someone was here in the net?
yeah, they kind of snuck up on me, but they were pretty sneaky. They were, they deserved to sneak up on me like that with how sneaky they were.
I think it's more of an insight of, you need to step your game up if you're gonna be Night Watch.
No, trust me,
Oh,
this guy,
cousin.
I was real perceptive, and this guy still got past me.
Rhy'lyn is going to shrug off Arlas's arm on the shoulder and move a little bit away with that stink of booze.
And word of the wise, Arlas. Be afraid of the stars.
Trust me, I definitely am after seeing what Rhy'lyn's going through. He was talking about the stars all last night. I'm keeping my head down, looking at the ground when it's nighttime.
Sleep can be a blessing.
Constantine's still shivering in the corner.
Oh yeah, we didn't forget about that guy.
Visibly,
Yeah.
I mentioned him.
visibly less so, but he's kind of just doing his best to not really get too close, but he seems to be doing marginally better.
Constantine, are you sane again?
I'm fine. I suppose, as some would say, I bit off more than I could chew. But
Solomon will...
But fear not, comrade! For a hero is never permanently down. And he gives a very shaky thumbs up. Just give me time. Just give me time.
Solomon will turn to Constantine. I don't know if this is much comfort, but remember, all that you saw is up here. And he taps at his own head. Gods don't manifest unless something's big happens. It's just up here.
I shall keep that in mind, Solomon. And he will.
Are you good to
slowly
travel?
Stand up. I believe I am. Yes.
I think walking it off will do us hit some good. Get some fresh air. Get out there.
We've had nothing but fresh air.
or I mean, some
Arms to the desert.
some fresher air and Arlas. Or can we see the mountains at this point?
Yes, as I sort of described before you all took your rest, in the distance you can see the mountains, sort of the peaks almost, as well as the peak of the Diamondbacks. Glass, crystalline that it is, shining now in the morning sun.
Arlas points at them and says, "I'm sure the air will be fresher up there."
Perhaps. And Constantine, you made some friends
Yes?
with Opio worshippers last time. You and Arlas. Perhaps if we see some more, they
Yes,
can give
them.
they can give better insight on gods than I can, unfortunately.
Indeed, quite. I'm sure they'll be quite the interesting people to talk to again. Also, DM, I remember saying that he began to attune
Right,
to the,
you are attuned to your silly little thing.
Yep.
Let me believe.
What is this cursed object that you've given us?
I don't.
I
Think it's...
fucking explode on the spot.
He dies! No!
Yeah, you die.
You just talked.
I turned into a
Gmod.
giant mosquito.
Now let me see.
Gmod ragdoll noises.
Oh, I see. You added it to your inventory, but I didn't add it to your inventory. Let me add that to your inventory. So now that you have studied it, I will add it to your inventory. So you now have the bloodied effigy. Basically, as I've described it before, it's a bat kind of clutching onto in its talons a vial of blood. The vial is currently empty, however. How this thing works is when you are bloodied, which means when you are below half your HP, basically I think the idea of the magic item is that your blood flows into it because you're kind of, you're kind of a funky little weirdo. I want it more flavored as other people's blood starts to kind of like coagulate into it once you get low. And once that sort of starts to happen, your spells will deal additional necrotic damage equal to your proficiency bonus, but only once per turn. So if you have some way to double spell or something like that, you're only getting it on the first spell you cast each turn.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so it's just first.
Oh, let me go put in the long rest thing.
And yes, please long rest if you
Actually,
haven't.
There we go. Thank you, DM. I'll keep that in mind. I can't wait to blow people up more!
Yeah, no, this is going to definitely help you blow people up more.
And hopefully spend less spell slots so that I don't get fucking murdered.
Just use your
Oh, you
cantrips
not have any
more often.
cantrips?
True.
Oh, yeah,
Cantrips
true,
are
actually.
spells, and they would have that bonus. Wizard just doesn't use his other spells. Wait a second.
Wait a minute.
What?
Wait a minute.
Firebolt, bro.
All right, so are you guys all going to head on your way, or is there anything else you'd like to do while you guys are still in your camp? I will take that as head on your way.
Yeah.
Can Rhy'lyn quickly flip off the sky? It's like a
Is that a free action?
Is that a free action to flip off the sky?
Oh, okay. You look at the sky?
No, he just flips it off.
No,
There's a
but
difference. You don't need to look at something to flip it off.
Dude's like hunching his head down under his sword and just like putting it above his head as he's riding on his camel.
Yeah, just fuck you.
as you
Like if you're
after,
protecting yourself from rain, but it's a flip off.
as you flip off the sky and then move your hand back down, you notice your middle finger's gone. All right, let's proceed with the campaign. All right. So, originally I wanted to roll, but you know what? I think the next encounter, I kind of know what it is, so I'm gonna not roll for it. You guys are gonna move to. Oh, come on! Let me move the token. Let me move the silly little token. There we go.
No.
About there, I'd say is good. All right, so as you guys traverse the desert, you begin to get closer and closer to the mountains. As I've described before, there are the Diamondbacks, and then there are the mountain ranges connected to it. The Diamondbacks specifically are mountains of glass, of crystal. As you kind of travel throughout the morning, and the sun moves in the sky, you can sort of see the refracted light coming through the great mountain peaks of the Diamondbacks, shifting and moving. And eventually, as you get closer, once again, kind of getting into noon, afternoon, the landscape around you sort of changes a little bit. You all begin to note that areas of the sand are no longer sand, but rather these sort of patches of like a black stone or a black opaque glass. I suppose you can all roll for me nature checks.
You got it, boss man.
18, 15,
Still
13,
nature, there we go.
nice. 11,
11.
okay, 11, 12.
That's a good roll for Tarkhi.
That's a very good roll.
Yeah.
I'll take you. Okay.
Tarkhi's got them high rolls.
Let me just make sure.
Constantine still needs to roll.
Oh, yes. Constantine, please roll me a nature check. Unless you're really going crazy, then don't do it.
Mega.
I mean, you said he was he was not going as crazy. Wait, is Constantine AFK?
I guess so. Oh, well, that's okay. I would say for, you know what, Tarkhi. Oh, there we go.
Oh, there you go.
Okay. You know what, Tarkhi.
Apologies.
I will. You know. You rarely roll high, so I'll say you're good. I'll say you're good, and everybody above you is good. I would say you all kind of looking at this sort of black stone, black glass, and looking at kind of the mountains, and especially sort of the trail that these areas kind of are, you surmise something rather dangerous about this area, though looking around, especially for those of you who have rolled, I would say those of you who rolled highest are kind of able to kind of figure this bit out. You sort of surmise that the Diamondbacks, when the light goes through them, when it refracts the light, sometimes it focuses it on areas and it's just a solar ray of pure heat. And sometimes that will, as the day progresses, trail across the sands, creating these sort of areas of this sort of black glass. You would know looking at a lot of these. I would say that's as much as Tarkhi can probably figure out. The rest of you, though, who rolled quite high, can sort of tell that a lot of these areas, or rather, I should say, a lot of you would know about the Diamondbacks that the faces on it sort of change and shift, or at least that seems to be the scientific understanding of them, and that's how they're constantly kept clear. Nobody knows what really does that. But because of that, the areas that the light will focus onto can change day to day, month to month, depending. Looking at these areas of black glass that you're passing over, it's probably that these were struck some time ago, and they're probably rather cool to the touch at this point, and you are more than able to walk over it. Despite this, as you all walk and get closer and closer to the mountain ranges you are going towards, which are not the Diamondbacks, but rather the range next to it, you do see in some areas of these black glass trails, you see people. You would recognize many of them as, at least in their garb, appearing to be those Sun Faithful. It seems that some of them who did not make the full trek to the Diamondbacks have stopped here to await the light to return in places it has been before. For what reason, I mean, it's up to you. It's up to you what your characters think about that. Of course, it is your decision if you want to speak to any of them or if you want to press on towards the mountains. But the point being of all of this, you believe with your knowledge that you are at a good time of day where the light is not just going to suddenly start gliding across the sands and, yes, disintegrate you.
And I presume all the sun worshippers are doing that thing where they're looking straight up.
They are all staring directly at the Diamondbacks, like in like jubilation.
Anticipation.
Yeah.
Jubilation.
You know, like in like a Souls game when like you walk up to an NPC and they're just doing a pose and their arms are sort of swaying and they're just not moving at all, and then
it's like fake.
You tap A on them and then they go to a default pose and go, oh hello. That's what they're doing right now. Except you haven't hit the oh hello part.
Yeah, we haven't pressed the contextual button properly.
Yeah. So what would you guys like to do? Would you like to progress on? Would you like to speak to any of them? You might recognize a few of them, I would say, among these. Although the leader and, I would say, the younger ones you would not see among these.
Oh, okay. So it's mostly the older ones?
The older ones, some of them there are adults, not like some of the elderly, obviously, following along the path, but some are also older adults who, you're not sure, maybe they're just lazy, maybe something happened, who's to say?
I mean, who can blame them? The desert fucking takes a while to walk through.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Arlas will wave to them and they'll say, "Hello, you need any help?"
I'd say you've pressed the A button, so an elderly man will kind of like, his arms will go down and he'll turn to look and go, no, I'm all good.
All right, what are you out here doing? Just worshiping your god?
Waiting.
For what is it? What are you waiting for?
The light.
You mean like the sun, for it to come through and make this? And Arliss points at like that stuff you were talking about, like with the light
glass
was making on the ground. And he's like, you mean for that? That you're waiting for that there?
Yeah.
So, what time of day did that happen? How long do we have before that happens?
Oh, I don't know. I just thought it came here before, so this is probably a good spot.
Yeah, I guess you're not wrong about that. It does look like it comes through here.
Although Jerry over there thinks that that's a good spot. He points over to a guy like off in the distance, sitting on like another like this one's like rather this guy's kind of on like a trail, so it looks like it's probably been like struck maybe a couple times, and then whoever's Jerry is kind of in like a single like focused spot, like a little circle on the ground.
Well, I mean, Jerry might be onto something.
You think so?
Maybe.
Roll a persuasion check.
All right. Oh shit.
Ooh.
No, you wouldn't. No, you're dumb. You're dumb, and Jerry's dumb.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not an expert with this fun stuff. I don't really look up often, so
Why not?
I don't know. I heard I just seen bad stuff that happens to people who look up a lot, and I don't really want to look at the sun either.
Well, I've seen good things that happen to people who look up a lot. You'll notice a piece of
Yeah.
skin on his cheek will just peel off as
Oh,
he says
God.
that.
Solomon's gonna whisper to Arlas, Arlas, you can't win arguments with opiate worshippers. They're real resolute in their belief. Just, let's mosey on.
Arlas whispers back. Yeah, I'm starting to realize that.
Hey,
Yeah,
DM.
Uh-huh.
The sun refracts off the crystals in my armor, right?
Yeah, you're like a disco ball, yeah. I wouldn't say it refracts, but it reflects.
Sorry, is it possible for me to, like, try to, like, concentrate the reflections to, like... try to, like...
Melt this guy.
No, to, like, see if I can, like... To see if I can like replicate what the fuck happened over there to like a much lesser extent.
You
You
trying to
should
shine a
reflect the
laser?
light to Jerry's spot and make this guy feel like an idiot.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, that is the idea. He's being rude to his friend, so I want to make his friend feel nice.
I mean, his friend is probably also being
So
rude
wait,
to
you're
him.
trying to do this like you're trying to hide that you're doing this, so it looks like the light's hitting Jerry?
Yes.
Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand. Okay. +2, baby. Come on.
18. Okay, that works.
Big.
You'll see as he's having this sort of argument with Arlas, and then the two of you are whispering, Constantine, you kind of like position your hands in such a way where like some of the light of the sun kind of catches, and you kind of like fire a little beam towards Jerry, and then like you guys, as you guys are kind of talking, you'll hear off in the distance like, the light is here! I found the spot! I am blessed! Like, you just hear that, like, off in the distance. Actually, here, I am blessed by the light! I don't know if that picked up on the mic.
It picked up a little bit, which
And
makes
that's
it a
good
lot
enough.
better.
Okay, good.
I gotta hear parts of it.
Good. You'll see this guy's like, oh, God, fucking fuck shit. And he'll like, kind of throw, I don't know, he's got like a pair of gloves that he wears, and he throws them to the ground.
That's
He'll look at you like very angry, Arlas, like, yeah, you don't want fucking anything. Fucking grab his gloves and start walking off to a different spot.
Is he walking to the same spot as Jerry?
Yeah, actually, you see you see them in the distance, and they're getting into an argument. And you just hear, "Well, I found this spot first. Well, I'm older than you, so I deserve that fucking spot." And that's you're hearing that off in the
Will you be
distance.
safe now?
And the light Constantine. Poke them some more.
I have Constantine try to angle more of his shoulder into the like reflection so that it's more intense.
You see, they're starting to like push each other, and then they start like wrestling. And you see like one, like they're trying to like. It's weird how they're wrestling, because you'd think they'd like, you know, if you see like wrestling in like a John Wick movie, they're trying to like push you into like the bullet or whatever. I don't know, in like action movies, you know. But in this case, it's like they're actually trying to get into like the path of the light. So you'll see like Jerry will like pull the old man away and directly like get the beam to shine directly into his eyes, and then the old man will push him down, like push his head into the freaking sand, and then the old man will let it shine directly into his eyes. They also like slowly over time, because they're getting blinder and blinder as they do this. They're like having trouble seeing each other. There's one moment where they like push each other off, and you can hear the other guy being like, "Where the fuck you go, asshole? I don't see you."
DM.
Someone's gonna laugh. Just laugh at all
Yeah,
of
you
this.
guys are just laughing at this
Yeah.
Looney Tunes
Old man.
old man thing.
DM, I have a question.
Yeah.
If I told you my assumption and then rolled a check, could you tell me if it was correct?
You're gonna need to be more specific.
My assumption is that the reason they're standing in the light is to get fucking obliterated by these light beams.
What'd you roll on your nature check?
Like an 11, I think?
Yeah, you're on level 11.
No, I would say because you don't even because nobody really explained to you that that's even what these things are. So no, you wouldn't know.
Okay, cool. Yeah. I'm
You
just
just
gonna put
assume
in
that
my
they're
notes.
just trying to get into the sun, but you don't really
okay.
know
Yeah.
like why they're doing it or what these black spots even are.
Yeah. Cool. Just, checking. I'm fucking 100% sure. Like me, the person, Crow,
Oh, yeah.
is 100%
Crow is
sure.
Oh yeah. No, out of character, yeah, dude. These guys are
No,
trying to
they're
get
100%
fucking
They're
melted.
trying to get obliterated.
They're trying to get
That's
They didn't make it
perfect.
to the Diamondbacks. They're hoping that Opia will bless them by incinerating them, at the very least.
Fucking
You know-
over yours first.
Yeah, when they begin like properly fighting too much, he's just gonna kind of stop and just keep running.
You'll see the old man, because I will say Jerry isn't that old, but the old man will sort of, the light will go away. And he'll be like, "See, it's gone. Fuck you, Jerry," and then he'll go to a different spot.
Does he go back to the same one? Like it was original, or can he not find it?
Oh yeah, no, he's a little blind right now. Yeah, he's actually just gonna
roll a
he's
perception
gonna
check.
wander around aimlessly. Actually, is what's going to happen. He'll like go in one direction, you'll see him turn and go a different direction, and then he'll kind of backtrack, and it's just like this happens like 7 times, until eventually like he kind of like climbs over a dune and you don't see him anymore.
Did I just unintentionally lead a man to his death?
Most certainly, Constantine. How noble of you.
You could intentionally do it. That's more fun.
Well, that's not heroic. He kind of just like looks down as he keeps
Well, yes,
running.
you were. You were trying to fool an old man and a young man into fighting over the sun. That's extremely unheroic, but that's very funny.
That wasn't my intention. I simply felt bad for the young one for being insulted by his peer.
Constantine, what little of your hallucinations are still present in your mind? How Rhy'lyn said that to you, there was venom in his voice. He finds you very unheroic, perhaps evil, in fact. And the sneer on his face, whether real or not.
The sneer
These
on
two-
his mask.
Or, sorry, well, I mean, he can see, because you wear a veil, right?
Veil.
Yeah, he can see the facial expressions. Also, once again, he's fucking
Yeah, I know,
hallucinating.
it's
So
funny.
he's
Yeah, but it's just
hallucinating,
funny.
so-
The sneer on his veil makes it funny.
Yeah, fair enough. Sort of underneath the veil, you can see a sort of sneer. You can see like his face kind of contorting into this like look of pure animosity towards a fake hero.
He kind of slowly rides a bit further away from Rhy'lyn. Kind of shoulders tense. He's not a big fan of these visions, and he's kind of trying to shake off the more mischievous thing he just did.
Okay. Does anybody have any further questions for the worshippers? You can certainly ask them where the rest of them went or anything like that. It's completely up to you. Otherwise, we can move on.
Pretty sure we know where they went.
That's fair. Well, you never know.
Yes. Where would
Hey,
the people
man.
Path to Mecca be?
Hey, man. I don't know. Maybe you guys are curious. Okay. Anyway,
Yeah, right
we'll
on.
move on then. So, you guys continue to make your way towards the mountain. Let me see. Is there more... I want maybe different music for this. That one's a bit too kooky crazy, I think.
You could go church choir,
What?
like choir, because there's a bunch of like followers of Opia here, so it wouldn't be surprising if.
Oh, you're going past them at this point.
Okay, fair enough.
Could do that one, maybe? No, that's all right. No, actually, it is. This kind of works. Actually, I'll roll with it. As the six of you on your mounts approach the mountains near the Diamondbacks, Ario, you sort of check the compass, the magical item, and it directs you towards these mountains. And as you follow it, the sort of black sand sort of is behind you now. And as you approach, you begin to see vegetation. More than you've seen in the desert for some time. Normally you might see some shrubs, a cactus or two. But as you sort of approach where this magical item is designating you, you're starting to see other plants. You're starting to see growth. And getting closer and closer to where you're designated, the growth begins to get greater and greater. The plants themselves are not natural. Whereas some of you might recognize a tree or a bush, a lot of these plants are engorged. Their colors are different. You see blue cacti. You see vines. Eventually, you reach a point in this vegetation where the dune tracers, adept as they are at going over sand, are less adept at getting through something like this. Vines and greenery, although, like I said, some of it's purple, some of it's orange, a kaleidoscope of colors begin to block your way, such that it would be best to go on foot. What would you like to do?
Have I heard about this kind of vegetation? Because I live around here-ish.
I will allow nature or arcana for this.
Would nature be an advantage since Ario is a plant?
No.
Or at least like a slightly lower DC.
For this stuff? Let me think, because I have to also think what would be different between because the Arcana would give you something, and then the Nature would give you something different. So also, if anybody else wants to roll, feel free to.
Yeah, I'll roll Arcana. Yeah, because my Arcana and Nature are the same.
Yeah,
I'll say Nature is a
surface
little low.
shit.
I'll say I think I can kind of get where Nature would go with this. So I will give you a little bit of a lower DC, yes.
Cool.
Alright, cool.
I'll take anything I can get. Fuck.
Well, not that low.
Ooh!
Yeah, I tried, but no.
Yeah, not
okay.
that low.
Alright,
You didn't
that's
succeed.
fair.
I'll give you this much. Something is off about these plants, but not in a bad way.
Okay.
It's not.
Like, they don't look sick, this is just
This
kind
is
of
not a
natural.
sickness. You don't think
Yeah.
this is natural?
No, but I mean, like, this is what they look like, Oh, wait, like, when you say it's not natural, like, they were normal plants and then they turned this?
Potential. Well, with a 4, I would say you're not really sure if the
Yeah.
plants were here before, if something grew them, or anything to that nature. Haha,
Okay.
nature.
But they are healthy.
But these are healthy plants, just they've
Uh-huh.
been tampered with by something, and you can't really get a whole lot from it.
Okay. Okay.
However, Soloman, I would say you've seen and heard of places like this. You know that areas of concentrated magic can cause the environment to change, can cause growth like this. Now, you're unable to surmise, considering it would appear that Amanda is in this this growth. You're not able to surmise if this was her or if this was here before. You would guess, however, that with just how overgrown it is, whatever this magic was probably something else. Perhaps maybe she helped. But the magic was here before and certainly affected this. I would also say, if we're looking at this from more of like a rumor perspective and just things you've heard, you would understand that sorcerers tend to cause this, congregations of sorcerers, but also magic that might be latently in the ground or in an area. Concentrations of magic can create environments like this. You would know there's like rumors of oases that house sorcerers and can't really be found by anybody. You're not sure if this is one of those per se. Certainly looks like how you might describe one.
Yeah, from the rumors told, maybe. But looking at it from the outside, as overgrown as this is, it's not exactly large. So you're not necessarily sure if it is an oasis or not. Okay. Soloman turned bright. Lots of magic here, boys. On your guard. Who knows who is hiding around here? Because how, like, is the plant, like vibrant? Like, is it growing wildly, almost?
Oh,
or...
yes. Oh, yes. The
Okay.
proliferation of these plants, that's what I mean by the Dune Tracer really can't get through. It is overgrown. It is, yeah.
DM, I wanted
Best
to
on
ask.
foot.
I'm sorry.
Best on foot, but keep your guard up. Lots of hiding spots.
And sorry, what was your question, Crow /
Is
Rhy'lyn?
it that they like can't get through with us on top of them, or is it like not at all?
You
Could I
imagine they
dismatch
could.
it?
It would
Could I
take
lead
some
Zulcer?
time. It would take some
Okay.
time.
Okay, so I probably couldn't lead Zulcer
No.
through this without slowing this down immensely.
No, probably not.
Hmm.
Yeah, there's a lot of areas of this vegetation that you can tell would require you guys to duck underneath it. Could the Dune Tracer do that? Maybe. But it'd have to like get on its belly. You might have to drag it a little bit. You'd imagine it would be a bit cumbersome.
Wait. Could I use Ardalan to sort of dig a trench in front of the Dune
Oh my
Tracer?
god.
Going?
That would take you some time, so it's up to you.
Fair.
That would still take time. It would take less time.
Okay.
I'll give you that much if that's really
Yeah,
something you want to do.
Burrows-
But
Am I able to
Oh, sorry.
like kind of connect with the plants just to find where like where there's less vegetation, just by like seeing where the roots are and seeing where they're a bit sparser, or like gently communicate, being like, hey friends, could you stand up straight and make a path?
I will say you can gently communicate. You can't influence them that way.
Yeah.
I mean, do you want to connect to these plants? Actually, is something I should ask.
Bad question.
Hmm.
Do it.
Be funny.
Hmm. Sure.
Huh? Okay. I don't know. I didn't think about this. Let me think about this. Could you roll me like a Constitution save?
Okay. Keep in mind this will be +2 because saving throws still don't save their proficiencies.
Gotcha.
12.
Oh, it says +2. I think I put the brain because it doesn't say the proficiencies, but I think I manually put it into all of them to add your guys' proficiency.
Well, because my con says +4, and then I get another 2 on top of that because when I click it.
No, that's what I'm saying. The +4, because what's your constitution like? What's your constitution actually at?
No, like saving throws, it says +4. If I go in and try to add my proficiency, then it goes to +6, but then it undoes.
No, but that's what I mean. That's what I mean. What's your is your
Oh.
constitution score
Yeah.
like a 14 or 15?
It's a 14.
Yeah, so that would be giving you a +2, and then I manually put in
okay.
a +2 from proficiency.
I
It's not,
see,
sorry,
I see.
because it keeps deleting the proficiency, I manually put it in as, like, another buff from somewhere else.
I see. Okay.
So, yeah, so this is a 10.
Goddamn. Fuck.
Apologies.
Rip.
This also is trying to say now.
You connect to these plants. Your nature check wasn't great, but as you connect, you begin to sort of surmise some of what Soloman did. Not necessarily the root cause, of this, but you are able to sort of detect the magic in these things.
Mm-hmm.
As you sort of do so and you try to kind of communicate with these plants, you start to feel a little odd. Your nature as a Saguaran lets you filter out a lot of things. But in this case, with a 10, some of the magic that you're beginning to detect starts to seep into you as you sort of communicate with these plants. To that end, would you like to continue communicating with them, or starting to feel them, basically, you kind of go in here to ask them a question, and before you can even be like, hey, could you guys, like, can I find out some more stuff or anything like that, they start to kind of be like, no, one sec. let's communicate with you first. Let's ask you a couple questions, and you can feel them starting to get a little invasive. So would you like to continue to let them do that so that you can eventually get to ask your question, or are you like, no, I need to get out of here?
I'm gonna pull out.
Okay. I will say, do you feel queasy?
Yeah.
I would describe you as feeling a little queasy. Your understanding is not so much that you were poisoned,
I mean,
but
I'm resistant to poison anyway. But yeah.
Well, poisoned magically, so not poison, but like, But rather that these things, had you continued to be there, would have whatever's making them grow like that, they would have tried to do that to you. They would have spread that to you, and you would have grown. Who knows what that would cause to you? You definitely felt as if your filters that you have would not have been able to filter it out quick enough, especially with that 10.
Yeah, for sure. All right. So, I don't like these plants very much. They were a bit overly friendly, and just wanted to really domineer my time.
Rude.
Yeah, they were trying to connect to ask them questions about what might be the sparsest route or most optimal, and they wanted to really just ask me questions instead.
I would describe them like evangelists.
Yeah.
Actually, I was trying to think of it this whole time.
Yeah.
I would describe them like evangelists. They were really just trying to sell you on something, sell you on a religion of some sort, is kind of the vibe you got.
Yeah. You know those opiate worshippers we just passed, and how they are really into their god, and they really want other folks like them to, hop on the train. Yeah, imagine that, the plants, and with me, with my physiology.
Ah.
Yeah, it was uncomfortable at best.
Any idea on what they were asking you?
They, did you, feel something from them, as well, or did, find out anything from them by looking with your own eyes?
Deep magic is here.
Yeah, I could feel that.
Not sure the source. Maybe sorcery or Perhaps. I'm not sure if sorcerers tainted this area and then made it like this, or if this area attracts sorcerers.
Yeah, I also don't know the answer to the source thing, but doesn't I don't think it needs to be maintained by whoever made it this way in the first place, because the plants are doing that themselves. They are very interested in getting others to join. So
Maybe they
whatever.
work for someone else.
Yeah, potentially, but it doesn't look like it needs much maintaining by the initial set. I didn't know plants could feel nauseous, but every day's a new day, I guess.
So, these plants are abnormal for the surface? Or...
Oh, yes.
Very.
As you can tell by my complexion, we tend to mostly be green. You get a few fun colors in the form of flowers or any more specialty plants like lichen or moss or anything.
I once saw a root that was orange. Well, it had green parts at the top, and someone ripped it out of the ground.
Yeah, once you get underground, you can get into some funky colors. But usually, all the surface shit that is all that's all green, like me. And especially if you want big leaves, you want to get a lot of that sun, get the photosynthesis going. It's very green. It's usually very green. These are not typical colors for not flower parts. I've never seen purple stems or orange leaves before. Another first for me. I'm a little scared to find out where the water source is coming from.
Worst case, I can destroy it.
I'd rather not destroy it. Water is a hard to come by thing, and even if it's supplying them, I'd rather at least find out where it is, maybe see if something's wrong, because my people, we are protectors of water sources, purifiers. We clean it, don't destroy.
At the word purify, Rhy'lyn will sort of shrink back away from you. It's like, It already, like, that specific word.
You feel alright?
It is fine. Purifier, do not worry.
Oh, just like cleaning the water. We, don't want any dirt.
Disinfect.
Yeah, disinfect. Cleaning all that stuff.
But
You want
like purging anyone who drank from it.
No. Everyone's welcome to water, but we want it to make safe for everyone. We get rid of the toxins, get rid of the bacteria, the viruses, anything that could cause you harm if you drank from it.
Oh.
Yeah. When I say we're not sociable, but I just mean we're not really well traveled. But we like to be good hosts. We like to take care of folks. Wouldn't dream of hurting anyone that was looking for hospitality. It's when you're a threat that's when the swords get raised.
Okay. So, are we going to trek through this? What's happening? How are we doing this?
Was I able to, when I connected to them, at least see where they were rooted, kind of, and figure out like the sparser stuff?
You
Or no?
not. You
Not
weren't in
enough?
there. You weren't in there long enough to.
Okay.
Before they started being like, hey, you.
Yeah. Okay,
New friend, get him.
Yeah. Okay.
Can I send my vulture up and see if, to clear above the tree line, get a bird's eye view, see if there's a clearing somewhere in there?
Or
is it just dense jungle?
I would say you do so. It's very dense. You do see something of a clearing at some point, but it seems very deep in.
Okay.
Well, by very deep, this is not that big, but like you would have to trek through it a little bit.
Okay.
There is a clearing inside if we want to take a look.
Well, if Amanda was anywhere, she would be there.
Can your bird see the most optimal way through?
It's
Can
dense,
it?
man. It's dense.
Yeah, it's a canopy. It's like
There's yeah, it's a number one, it's a canopy, and number two, even the areas where the buzzard was seeing, maybe that would be maybe somewhere that's like easier for you guys. Certainly not for the tracers.
yeah. My bird's more desert focused, not jungle.
That's fair. Worth a shot.
DM, could I guess, like, sort of what command Ardalyn that if anything comes up towards us that, she can feel with the tremor sense, to, send a warning ping, for lack of a better term. Keep watch a little.
To send a warning ping to like you.
Yeah, to just like, or bark or something, or I guess it would be barking, because what noise do sharks
To be
make?
fair, this isn't. I don't know that you could really communicate to this because it's an animal. However, I will say because
Basically saying keep watch. It's like telling a dog to look out for things.
well, that's what I mean. Like, yeah, I don't know how
There's a
well you
direct
can
communication
very
there.
much communicate it to that. However, I will say it probably just is on alert. It is a bit young, to be fair, but I imagine it would be going into
I would
this
just say-
strange area. I mean, even just walking in here, I'd say like, whereas you guys are kind of like, huh, this place is kind of fucking weird. Like the tracers as well as Ardalyn and your just Talfire, yeah, like all your animals in this party kind of seem a little uneasy in this place. Yeah, a little bit. They seem a little like on edge. Sniffing the air a
This is,
lot, some of them, I'd say.
Okay. So, one sec. With familiars, is there a, like, how can I describe this? Kind of like a sense of knowing where it is, like how you know where your body parts are? If I were to, like, send it to the clearing, could I use that as kind of like a radar almost to, like, walk towards it? Is that a thing?
I'd have to
'Cause, like,
reread the
I
spell,
wouldn't
but
be able to see.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I'm
Find familiar.
I'm fairly certain you're while you can, exchange your vision with it, I don't think you can like feel where it is.
Like, yeah.
You can see out of its eyes where it is, but you can't
communicate it.
and you can
It can, like,
communicate.
tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can like
Okay.
yeah.
But other than that, I will have though the buzzard go invisible and fly into the clearing to see if there's anyone there.
You will see 3 people. You will see 2 men with rifles. They're kind of standing up in the middle of this clearing, and they seem to be on the lookout for something. Behind / sort of next to them, sitting on a rock, you'll see a woman. Dark skin, sort of frizzy black hair. I'd say, from what you're seeing, her clothing appears that it was once perhaps noble, or perhaps at least something nice. But at this point, it's all tattered, it's all shredded. She's not wearing shoes or anything like that. It seems that the trek caused her to do away with a lot of that. And the other very notable thing about her that you're seeing is around her neck is a large, what appears to be like some sort of iron or some sort of metal collar. You would know Rhy'lyn has one of these. His is cumbersome, but smaller. Hers is rather big.
Did this match the collars in Borders Crossing? Because there were collared sorcerers.
There are various colors.
Various models. Yeah.
Various models for reasons that potentially you could roll for if you really wanted to. I would say you definitely saw some like Arlas. Or Arlas, sorry, Rhy'lyn. You saw some like Rhy'lyn's. You saw some maybe bigger than that, like some different ones. One like this, you maybe saw one or two. There weren't a lot of people with anything like that big.
Okay. So, but this person with the collar does not match Amanda, does she?
No, that was his description.
Oh no,
Yeah.
this matches Amanda.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
frizzy hair, dark skin, slightly
Okay.
short for a human.
I didn't remember, honestly.
I wrote it down. Good to
Okay,
write things
nice. Yes, I have notes, but I'm stupid.
down. Fair enough. I forgot that I put hired to kill her ass under the Amanda Sorcerer section.
Hired to kill her. Alright. Solomon will turn to the group.
Well, our bounty's in the clearing, but 2 men, rifles on guard. If any of us are adept at stealth or hiding, now's your time to shine.
That would be me. But everyone, remember our deal. We don't start shooting or fighting until we figure out what's really going on here with Amanda, alright?
That's the deal. But
That is the plan.
remember the 2 guards.
Rifle.
They're ready.
Do they so you can see all this right now?
Yeah, the buzzard.
Oh. Yeah, and so he's
I don't think Solomon has explained that this is a thing though. It just kind of
Yeah.
talks sometimes about it. Because when we were in the camp, I didn't really say how many guards. Did I say how many guards? I don't remember.
You did.
Oh,
say
I said how many
couple
guards. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna explain like, hey
presume,
man, I'm fucking magic.
I mean, we've seen you cast magic, so it's fair to assume.
Like
Yeah.
most people who are magic, for those who are not, it's very hard to understand. Also, for people who are magic, it's still hard to understand.
Swine, because I have the exact same spell and can do that thing, can I sort of like, could Rhy'lyn sort of assume, oh yes, it's a familiar, nice one.
Yeah, I'd say if you have a familiar, you're
Yeah, he knows
you're
that.
aware
Yeah,
of
he
this.
knows that.
I will say, the confusing part to you is you're familiar. You're like, oh, it's a griffin. His familiar, you're like, vulture. So you're not even. You think that's what it is. So that's probably your modus operandi or whatever the word for that would be. That's kind of what you think.
Yeah.
How you think it works.
Main theory.
But you're like, nah, this is weird. There's something more to
It's
this.
still a bit weird.
There's something more to
He
that.
probably chalked it up under
That boy
weird-ass
ain't right.
surface creature.
That vulture ain't right. That's what you're kind of thinking in your head.
Hey, right.
I mean,
No vulture should turn invisible. Like,
I mean, Rhy'lyn has spent it's 3 months I think total on the surface, so it's like, you know what? Fuck it. Maybe some creatures can do that.
Maybe some
There's
creatures can
weirder
do
shit
that.
in the Underdark.
I don't think birds are supposed to do that, guys.
Yeah, but he saw a bird for the first time 2 months ago.
He has studied biology,
Yeah.
zoology.
Okay,
Anyway,
so are you guys gonna cross on through then?
Oh yeah, Arlas was asking. He was gonna ask so can you see where you're looking? Do these fellas look like they're trying to kill her, or look like they're trying to save her?
She's relaxing. They're on guard. They're together.
They all would seem like they're waiting for someone or something.
are the guards
Maybe-
well dressed
maybe we should
or are
just
they
approach
kind of
them.
shabby?
They look like bandits.
All right.
Maybe we should just try
Hell
to
no.
approach them. If I try and sneak up on them and I fail, well, that might not be the best first impression.
I don't think 6 armed people approaching is a good impression either.
I mean, as long as we make ourselves known from far away, we're not trying to sneak up on them. Just passing through, you know. I don't think there are many passers through this area, but I mean, it seems like those worshippers were. So
Not
No,
many
the
would
worshippers-
intentionally go in the jungle.
Yeah, the worshippers
could
would have
say
been
we,
going sorry. They would have been going to the Diamondbacks over this way. You guys kind of
Oh, I see.
you guys veered off a little bit.
We could
Is-
say
But
we
they
looking
were
for
they weren't
water.
too far off this area. There are still people out here. It's not like.
Certainly not in
real quick.
this vegetation area. No.
Oh, I see.
Is my Haggai showing me symbols towards it, or is it still off in the distance?
Oh, you're right. I'm so sorry. Yeah, as you kind of were moving over, the dunes. So earlier, I guess, anytime you would look at the Diamondbacks, obviously trying to not blind yourself in so doing, the sort of circular kind of things I described would lock in, like they'd all meet up and pinpoint the Diamondbacks, not where you guys are going, but rather the spires.
Okay.
Well, we could say we were looking for water. It is a desert after all, and well, plants grow near water.
Do we still? The barrel's still attached to Zulsair, right?
But they were left at the entrance.
So you guys are you guys haven't gone in yet. I didn't think you guys.
Okay, sorry. I thought we were somewhat
like scouting.
I was like,
No, we're like scouting.
Okay, my bad.
No, you guys are at
This
like
is-
specifically where the like you guys have gone into this area, but
not
you're
by
at
much.
like you're at like there was an area where it was like, you know, sparse, there was more vegetation, more until finally you hit like wall of plant. You like get on foot.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, what the
Sorry,
heck?
I assumed we had already taken a good chunk in.
Please ignore that song that just came on.
I didn't
Literally
hear it,
taking
to be honest.
All right, good. It was it was the rolling on the fucking communion table song, and I was like, whoa.
Don't worry.
That's not happening yet.
That's why the
Who's
complication
commuting?
is looking at you.
The complication, yeah,
This bitch.
Looking at you specifically.
that's
Not
nice. I feel so comforted.
Weird up. Well, if we leave the Dune Tracers, then we can say that we are travelers looking for water.
I think it best to be honest.
Do we
That
really
we
think
should
Lion
kill one
would?
of them?
Hey, Constantine, your mic is getting bad again, man.
Oh, is it? Okay, sorry, hold on.
Yeah. But
Do
do
you
we
like
really
do you
think
want to put
Lion-
on like a push to talk or something? Because I notice sometimes it'll like pop in and out.
Hey, hello, is it good?
It's worse. That's what I mean. Yeah, but like put on like a put on like a push to talk or something. I don't know.
All right, 1 second.
Okay.
Do we really think
Sorry.
Lion would? Do we really think Lion would get us off on the right foot right away?
Better?
Yeah, let's.
Right now, yeah. For now, we'll see.
The issue is
Okay.
telling the truth would be admitting we were hired to murder her.
I'm not saying to also start off that way. There's a way to toe the line.
Such as?
Would still be lying.
We say we're hired from a lady to kill her, but we want to hear her side of the story.
Exactly.
Simple. Sign.
Exactly.
No.
Just quite correct, because if we do deceive her, and she recognizes the device that we use to track her, then that would be quite a quick escalation of hostilities, no?
Which is why we will be honest and let her know that we were sent here, but that doesn't mean we're going to act right away. It means we're going to hear her out. We're going to have a conversation. We're going to talk.
I agree. I think that's a good plan.
Do not draw weapons until aggression is shown to us first.
Yep, and let's just approach, let ourselves be seen, let ourselves be known, so we're not sneaking up on them.
Okay. So
You press that moment.
it's okay.
So ignore
You
prestidigitation.
clean yourself a little bit. You
Yeah.
do a little.
Make yourself
Presentable.
smell very faintly of sand.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah, Arlas is actually gonna do that. Oh wait, I can.
You have damn. Gonna make himself not
Can
smell like booze.
I put a sensory effect on myself to make me like smell good? Because it says I can make the smell of a skunk.
Faint
but...
odor of skunk. So you want to smell like skunk?
You want to smell like a skunk?
No, but can I just?
Oh, okay.
Smell
No,
like
that's okay.
flowers,
This is
though?
such as. Yeah, okay. You put on
Yeah.
some cologne effectively with Druidcraft.
You smell like animal piss.
Congratulations.
For
Like
those of
coyote
you who notice Arlas kind of smelled like alcohol, which now obviously Arlas, you're no longer drunk. You're maybe a little hungover, but you're no longer drunk. For those of you who smell that a little bit off of him, he now smells like sandalwood.
Just
Yeah.
Oh, that's what he said. It cut off after the first syllable, so I thought he said it makes him smell like sand.
Oh,
Or
yeah,
the-
no. Yeah, he smells like sand.
Sounds like sand.
Smells like everywhere
We all
else
smell
here.
like sand.
All of you smell like sand, yeah. No, he smells like sandalwood.
Rhy'lyn smells like fancy sand. Because he wears fancy man clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So, the
I
six
say
of you,
it's worth $4,000 because I say it is.
the six of you will get off of your dune tracers, and you will begin to sort of make your way through the brush. Going through here, as you sort of get deeper in, you kind of look about you, and things become clearer. The plants, as you kind of look around you, looking at them as you get deeper in, these shapes on them start to change a little bit. They get a little odd. A lot of them seem to have spiral patterns on them, and as you kind of get deeper, some of them themselves, like long roots, will begin to sort of curl into spirals. It's a very odd sight, and as you kind of notice that getting deeper in, pushing your way through, you also begin to notice the air changing. There's a slight sweet smell to it. But not only that, there's almost a fine dust, a sparkly kind of dust in the air. Every once in a while, you might catch a larger one of these, just sort of these different colored lights, I guess I should call them, particles of some kind, clearly magic of some sort, being carried by whatever still air or whatever air I should say is blowing through here. Eventually, you push through the spiraling plants and the strange air. And you arrive at a clearing. Before I switch you onto the map, I would like to ask, you guys are walking in here, you know, weapons down, chilling like villains? Or I guess good people, chilling like good people?
Yeah, I guess
Like mercenaries.
if Arlas saw them like glance over to them, he would put his hand up and like wave like like friendly in a friendly way to show like we're not enemies. Not trying to sneak up on you.
Okay. Let me activate the map. Actually, wait, let me look at the map first, make sure everything's okay. I gotta be a little careful with this one. Okay. I think it's good. I'm gonna hope it's good. Activate. Perfect. As you kind of walk into this clearing, you notice that it's very much at the back of this wooded area, this vegetation. You're very much at the foot of the mountain, from what you can tell. And walking into this clearing, the plants seem to dissipate a little bit. But very much that magic on the air, that latent potential floating about is still there. And you guys kind of push through what remains of the brush into this area, and you begin measuring your plan of attack. Can you kill her instantly?
No, I'm just checking the distance to make sure of things for my own brain. I'm just
Yeah,
bad at guesstimating shit.
yeah, whatever, man, whatever.
Dude, why do you think I do this literally every attack?
No, I know. I'm just messing around mostly.
Rhy'lyn just has a mathematical brain, you know? That's how he is. He likes keeping. He likes checking.
Action surge, 4 attacks. I cast
Kill her
fireball.
instantly.
Okay. The moment you guys walk in here, you've now noticed that since you were looking at this area, Soloman, I assume the bird had returned to you at some point. She's now gotten up. She's kind of just standing in the center, still seeming to wait. And as you guys all seem to enter, she will look like scared for a second, and then the two guards on either side will point guns at you. They won't shoot, but they'll point guns.
Easy now. We just would like to talk.
All right, let me engage girl filter. Is that good? Okay, good.
Girl boss time.
You will see the guards don't say anything, but the woman in the center that you presume to be Amanda will look to you and go, "Who the hell are you?"
I think it's best if we put our best foot forward. I would like to be honest. Please do not shoot when I say this. We were hired by the lady to hunt you down. We don't want to do that.
Oh, yeah, I assumed.
Yeah, we don't want to do that without having a conversation about your side. Because, of course, she will obviously give us a biased view of the situation. We want to hear your side of the story. That's all.
We are bounty hunters, but we ain't heartless bastards that'll just go killing people for no reason. If you're just trying to be free, we can understand that.
We don't know you. We don't know your story. We would like to, though.
Just kind of stare at you guys. Yeah, well, the story is I'd like to be free, and that's all there really needs to be to it. So if you folk don't really want to kill me, and you want to talk or whatever, then you might as well just turn around and go.
She said you were her best friend. And now she's hiring bounty killers for you. Do you know the situation as to why she would switch up on you like that?
Constantine fucking books it, runs at her.
Dude, just
I tabbed in for it, and for some reason I blew my token.
That's so funny.
I'm gonna be doing that.
Sorry, what was your question? Sorry, I got completely... I heard it, but I just want... What was the last bit of it?
It was, you were her best friend, and now she's hired people to kill you. Do you know the situation as to why she would switch up like that?
She's just like that. You knew her better, you'd understand that much. But
Yeah,
I can tell
we
that
weren't
you're
hired
new,
very long.
because I ain't seen you folk anywhere before.
Yeah, we weren't hired very long.
Like I said, you care so goddamn much, then you might as well just get out of here. You ain't coming here to not kill me. So if all this stuff is happening, then might as well just go.
She put a compass on my hand, and it was to lead to you. So I think she'll know if we didn't do it. You know of a way to fake it?
No way that she ain't gonna tell.
Hmm.
You folk really came out all the way here just to talk?
Yes.
We wanted to know exactly what we were getting ourselves into. First gig and all that.
Well, those would be questions
Why
for
the
her,
desert?
not for me. You can take it up with her.
Hmm.
Colin will look over.
Her life as a sorcerer. It's pretty good in the lady's domain, I hear. Why would you run out to the free dooms? Out danger out here. Especially when you can't seem to cast with
And he taps at his own neck.
my large collar you got.
She'll kind of laugh at that. Almost in disbelief, I guess would be the way to say it. Very much like, sure, buddy, I can't cast. It is almost seems to be what you discern from that. And you can see that her guards also seem to discern that because they suddenly look very uneasy. They kind of like, they still have their guns pointed at you. They relaxed a little now that they see you're just talking, but the moment she does that, like now their eyes are kind of like darting to her, like, what does that mean?
But like,
what does that mean? Why is she laughing at that? Listen, folks, I hold no animosity towards the lady. I knew she'd do this. But I don't hold any animosity.
But again, why run? You seem well respected within the domain, like a right-hand woman.
You'll see she kind of stares off. At first you think she's staring back towards the mountain, but then you just kind of look a little closer and it seems like she's listening for something. And she'll kind of snap out of the trance and look back to you guys and go, I'm not sure why that's any of your business.
I want to know all the facts. Before anything too dire. Before we burn any bridges. So why?
Persuasion check.
Sure thing.
Let's see if she wants to tell you about it. She's debating it.
Persuasion.
Certainly debating it.
Please be good.
24.
Ooh, nat 20.
Big.
Oh, it's a nat 20. Well,
Yeah.
Ah.
you feel, Mr. Soloman, that your words seem to have an effect on this rather reserved sorcerer, and having such an effect on a being that you know is potentially quite powerful, this fills you with determination. Then you can go ahead and get a little point of communion.
Communion point. Nice. Super dangerous for me because I'm really high.
Yeah!
doses, but it's cool.
Have fun. Please use it.
Yeah.
You see, she seems very... She pauses for a moment, and there seems to be a lot of resistance to what you've said. And for a moment, she'll again start to kind of space out as she did before, but she'll kind of like almost shake her head and then stare directly at you. I heard a call from across the desert, calling to folks like me sorcerers. And good as it was in Borders Crossing, I knew there had to be something more out there. Whatever that ends up being, I want to know. That's all. That satisfy your curiosity?
Somewhat. Nope.
Sorry, what'd you say?
No.
No? Tarkhi said
Yeah.
no?
No.
I don't know what else to tell you.
Let you hear? Or are you going further?
Well, kind of looks towards the other guys. We were instructed to just wait here, but should be going further up the mountain.
Instructed.
She'll like look towards one of the other or one of these outlaws, kind of like, "Hey, man, explain it," almost. And the fellow kind of like he'll move his finger away from the trigger for a second, itch his eye, put it back on the trigger. We were hired to pick her up, bring her to our boss's boss, fellow we're working for. Don't know much more than that. Larry'd know, but that's about it. Yeah, I don't get too many particulars.
Solomon will look at the other guard and be like,
Larry?
The other guard will shake his head. No, Larry ain't here.
You'll call back
Larry's the one we're
social-
supposed to be meeting. Well, the other guy will say. Fellow on the, I guess, right, if we're looking at the map. He was the one that was talking before. He'll kind of be like, we're waiting on Larry right now to give us the next steps, but he ain't here right now.
Well, it's a long way for us to get back, and we're already out here. Maybe we could give you a hand with what you're doing already. This place looks like a bit of a exotic, dangerous place. Maybe you could use a hand.
The The outlaw fellow will chime in at this and go, "No, we know our way around just fine. Or at least Larry does. We have full confidence in him. Don't need any more hangers-on. Certainly don't if, you folks are trying to split the profits or anything like that."
Swine.
Hmm.
The bandits we met the other time, did they have an emblem? Banner.
They probably would have, yeah. I never
These
really
guys
thought of one,
have
but
anything similar?
yeah. The other one I wouldn't really be able to tell. I would have to think of something. Probably like I don't know, skull, something with a skull. These ones,
Skull with
they
dragon or
do
something.
seem to have their own. It appears to be like a some sort of banner of like a long range rifle. I'd say some sort of design of a rifle being like pointed like out to the sky from like a rock, like a rocky outcropping or something. Like a sniper, basically. And actually, Rhy'lyn, could you roll me a perception check?
Sure.
Since you noticed that.
Yeah, it was because I have a theory of who these people are, or why they're here at least. 16.
Rhy'lyn, you're kind of looking at their banner and you're like, okay, these aren't the same outlaws from before. Certainly not the same gang.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're kind of staring, and then your eye kind of twitches. And you're like, what the fuck? And you kind of like look off to the right from you. And this clearing is very, I mean, it's clear. There's definitely, you can see sort of somewhat out of it, out of this brush. And you, at first you're like, that sort of twitch in your eye, you're like, okay, is that like the diamondback shining in my eye? Because that's kind of the direction they're in.
Yeah.
And then you realize there's like a light just kind of flashing. You're not really sure what it is, but you're seeing some light flashing on like a distant dune.
Could I tell if it's meant to be a code or a signal?
It doesn't seem
cat,
to
the
have
desert
any.
cat.
Yeah, there's a cat in this clearing.
Makes sense. There's cats everywhere. It's the fucking desert.
Yeah. No, doesn't seem to have any rhyme or reason to it. It just seems like at first you just think it's like maybe like a lantern or something. And then you realize it might be something reflective catching the light. Just every once in a while, just catching the sunlight.
Fuck. Okay. Shit. Do the bandits or Amanda seem to notice it?
No, they don't seem to.
So. Gentle flash. And I presume it just looks like light, not like, not like a fire or something, or a signal flare.
Like I said, looks like something's
Just-
reflecting
just
off
light.
of something, and it just every once in a while, like sometimes it catches, sometimes it doesn't. No real rhyme or reason to it. Whatever it is, there's not much more than that.
Yeah. So yeah, there's no discernible pattern there, so it's definitely not a signal. Unless it's just meant to be like, hey, look over here.
Soloman will
No,
just by
anything about Hakim?
Good question. About to ask myself.
What about him? He was a strange fella, but yeah, what about him do you need to know?
Know what he's doing there?
She'll like seem like confused, like she doesn't really know what you're talking about. Just a researcher for the lady. I don't know much about it. Astrologer or
idea.
something. Didn't talk to the man much. Maybe overheard a couple conversations between him and the lady, but nothing too out there that I can think of.
Did he ever mention a comet? One that didn't move.
And if I tell y'all, you gonna kill me?
Well, I don't plan to.
That's why the lady sent you
Rhy'lyn
out
will
here,
keep,
right?
keep his hands up.
That's why the
At
lady
the mention
sent
of
you out
Gesture at
here,
his
right?
own
Make
gesture at
sure.
his own collar, showcasing he can't cast.
At the mention of the comment, Constantine's kind of just gonna like freeze up slightly.
Personally, I only plan to get Valiant if you get Valiant first, so provided neither of us draw swords, I think we'll be fine.
I'd prefer that you folk just leave, personally. I don't know why you have all these questions.
The problem with wanting answers?
Answers are gonna get you killed. Look, if you aren't gonna kill me for anything I tell you, which I'm sure is why she sent you out here, because she's worried I'm gonna say something to someone. Even if that were the case, and you're not gonna do nothing about it if I tell you anything. You looking for answers the way that you're doing, you knowing things like that. What's to say she don't send people like you after you, once you find out too much? You're
They're
best to
nowhere
keep...
like me.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. I recommend keeping your nose to the ground. Or wait, that's not the right metaphor for that. I recommend keeping your head down. Yeah, nose to the ground means fucking...
Is that some common saying? I do not know. And like Rhy'lyn will turn to Arlas.
Don't make yourselves conspicuous. Especially you, seeing as you're... She's kind of like looking at you.
Beautiful.
You've noticed like from time to time she's kind of staring at you, Rhy'lyn. Like, unsure. You a sorcerer?
I'm wearing a collar.
I guess deception checker?
The shoe fits. Oh,
Could I use persuasion? Because he's not
No,
like
deception.
directly saying he is.
That's deception.
Fair enough. It was worth a shot though.
9.
Ooh.
Fuck.
That makes more sense. I was wondering why a sorcerer would hunt down one of your own. I know some that do, despicable folk. But you ain't one of us.
Interesting.
Must be nice having one of the smaller ones. Lucky.
So you're
Uh,
in service as well.
Hopefully I'll have this thing off soon. Anyway, you folk got any further questions that are gonna make you leave, or...
We wanted to know about it came in the comment. You
Oh,
didn't give us an answer.
right. Came in the comment. Well, if she thinks I'm gonna tattle about it, then...
That's not her asking. That's us.
I know. I'm saying I might as well tattle at this point.
Love loose lips.
She's...
Always more fun.
I don't know a whole lot about how she gets her information. I know some things. I've heard her talking to things that aren't there. Seen her leaving her office. I know where she goes. Maybe that I won't tell you, though. But wherever she gets that information, whatever gives her that information. She warned her about something. Something big that's coming down the line. She wanted Hakim to look into it. I heard a couple mentions of a comet. Not much more than that, though.
Any
Oh,
mentions
lady, she don't get scared too easily, from what I could tell. Or from what I know about her. From what I've seen. Don't express much. She's ever had fear? I ain't seen it. But when she talked about that comet, I saw it. Oh, I saw it. Anything else from you folk?
I need a note from Hakeem on black spores. Or looking into... I might as well be frank, looking at the Kinoma.
I know that he got into some weird stuff before he came to Borders Crossing. Don't know what it was.
I'll talk with the lady about that.
She's mentioned some stuff. Like I said, he was different when he came in. I was at Borders Crossing for a long time. Longer than him. I remember when he first got here, something was wrong with that man for sure. Whether it was Kinoma or black spores or whatever. It's hard to say.
Perhaps old gods? Mention of that from him?
Saw this thing a lady was taking a look at when he first came in. Confiscated his stuff. We took a look through. Or, well, lady did.
May...
I didn't get a whole lot of sights, but I saw this old thing he got. I asked her about it. She told me it was from some temple or something. Some ruin.
Quick question. In our journal, like Hakeem's journal, Crest of the Ancient Gods, that is like a drawing of it, right? That's not like an actual crest.
I believe it's like... I believe he managed to get it, like, embossed, but... Oh, wait, sorry.
Okay.
I just realized I'm still have the fucking filter on.
Yeah, it's all good.
I can't tell sometimes, because, anyway. I believe it's embossed on the opening of it, yes. I believe so.
Okay.
But no, you don't have the crest itself. It seems like this is maybe something he found, but maybe he didn't get to keep, and he kept a photograph of some sort of.
Yeah. So I'll raise hand.
May I approach to see if what you're talking about matches our description? It's just a picture. That's all.
Just to give her a better, walk a little closer just to give a better look at it.
You rolled a nat 20, so she likes you more than anyone else here. So
cool.
you see she'll kind of look at the outlaw next to her, and she'll kind of give him a nod like, yeah, I'll be fine, whatever. And
cool.
You see she'll start to move up. Oops.
Yeah, Soloman will move up as well. Like, meeting kind of in the middle. No, not...
Yeah. You guys get to about there?
And I'll show the emboss thing in Hakeem's journal. Not handing the journal itself, just kind of opening it up and showing.
Yeah, that's the
This
thing.
match?
Yeah. That's the one. Don't know what the hell's on, and I ain't seen monsters like that anywhere.
Any
Lady
knowledge from
certainly
the
didn't know
tra-
either.
No knowledge from your travel out here?
No, never seen beasts like that. Long neck, human faces.
Concerns. That's all.
Lot of ruins out here. Lot of ruins. Who knows what civilizations have come and passed?
I've seen baronies fall many a time.
Same
Not
shit.
one.
Same shit.
Different day.
I'll giggle and walk back to his group.
I also didn't have the filter on there. Okay, well, I'm...
Yeah, it's all good.
Oh, well.
It's fine.
It's fine. It's cool. Sometimes it's on, sometimes it's off. Whatever.
Yeah, we get the point.
Yeah. So? Any other information
of
you
day
want
is
me
it?
to leak? Oh, wait, let me tell you, folk, you best not tell her nothing of what I told you, because,
We have no allegiance to her. We were just hired. That's it. Couple measly heads at the start. Not much.
What time of day is it? Is it getting towards evening?
Yeah, you guys are. This is like afternoon. Yeah, afternoon to evening kind of stretch. Sun is probably. It's not in the center of the sky. It's probably coming down a little bit. It's kind of setting, I guess, below the or I guess what? It's, rises in the east, sets in the west. Oh, okay. So it wouldn't even be setting behind the Diamondbacks. Yeah, it's like in a. It's like on an angle in the sky, essentially. It's neither to the horizon nor the center. It's like somewhere in the middle, I'd say.
Has that flashing changed at all?
No. Sometimes you lose track of it, like it stops, but then it'll come back after a little bit.
Same spot.
I mean, actually, I'll say with the sun being where it is, because you guys are there. That's south, so that's. Oh no, that's west, so it's setting there. Right? Yeah. I would say as the sun is beginning to move, the flashing is getting less frequent.
Yeah.
I think is there anything else we want?
What plan?
What?
Me not talking to you, me talking to friends. What plan?
Well, we still don't know exactly what she's doing. She just said she wanted to be free.
Are we like whisper convoing this? I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tarkhi, I imagine, doesn't whisper. Tarkhi is just Tarkhi. Or do you whisper?
You can see there. By the way, the fact that you guys are now whispering, and the fact that he was like, "Yeah, me not talking to you," and they can very clearly tell you're doing this.
Yeah.
You've now made them a lot more uneasy than they were. They were kind of like, okay, these people seem okay. They are now a little. They're on alert again.
Yeah. Soloman will do it like vocally, like,
Getting towards night. We need a place to rest.
where, and he'll turn back to Amanda and the bandits.
Know of anywhere nearby we can get some safety during the night. Our friends had a bit of a run-in with higher powers.
Not here.
Don't want to repeat it.
One of the guards will say.
Not here because
Mountain's
not here because of you.
Not here because there's nowhere safe around here. There ain't any town for miles. If you're looking for a town, anyway.
Just looking for safety for the night, wherever that may come.
Ain't finding it out here.
How have you lasted out here?
Camping out in the night?
Hoping for the best?
Yeah, more or less. Besides, Larry's boss has a place up in the mountains. Sometimes we go there. Or at least near enough. Where we can be sure we're protected. Down here on the sands, no, we just camp it.
Nothing safe by the Diamondbacks with all them opiate worshippers.
The Diamondbacks are the least safe place around here.
Hey.
I don't know why you think going where the opiate folk are will somehow be safer than anywhere else.
Covering all my bases.
I wouldn't trust those folk as far as I can throw them.
I'm in the same boat, my friend. I follow different powers.
Seems unbothered. Maybe a little confused, but unbothered.
Yeah.
There are plenty of worshippers.
Yeah.
Worshippers of fucking anything.
Yeah, but most worshippers are weirdos.
Yeah, exactly.
No
Most of us
matter
are weird.
where they come from,
To a
they're
bird.
weirdos.
True.
Dog, I talked to a bird. Like,
He does.
So we done here?
Well, I guess if you don't want our help and you don't want to tell us anything more about what you're up to, I guess we are done. Unless you do want to tell us more about what you're up to. You said you want to be free, but what do you plan on doing with your freedom now that you're away from the lady?
She'll think about it. Huh. I'm actually thinking, what would she want to do? Yeah, I think so. She'll think about it for a second and then kind of shake her head, laugh a little bit. Whatever the hell I want. Once I'm free,
Doesn't sound like
whatever I want.
you were called here by some power. How you know that's gonna be freedom? Maybe you're trading a baron for a baron.
Maybe.
Something worse.
The one I'm speaking to. I can tell. He's a sorcerer like me. Free one at that.
What do you say?
You make sure to keep doing good. If we ever hear word of you doing bad out in the desert trying to take some place over, well, we might pay you a visit again.
You really think you folk can stop me at that point once I'm free? You came here out in the middle of the desert to talk. Folk don't seem too confident in your abilities. That or something's wrong with you coming out all this way for nothing.
Only a few days travel.
'Tis called being kind.
Kindness gets you killed.
A little
That's what I'm
appreciation.
trying to tell him.
A little appreciation would be nice. We could have just came up here and tried to kill you, alright? We tried to settle things peacefully.
I really expected you to come out all here and try to kill me. But if you're really expecting appreciation from the person you were sent to kill, then you folk really are crazy.
At least a little common decency. Not to tell us to just go fuck off and die in the desert once we...
I mean, she has been quite decent, cousin.
But
No.
we could have snuck up on her and tried to kill her and bring her head back to the lady, alright? But we decided to be nice, and now she's not even showing us any kindness.
You were
Who
sent
decided
here
that
to
plan?
kill me. Why would I show you kindness? I've given you everything you want. I've answered your damn questions. I don't even know why you have these questions. All this information I've given you, you best hope the lady don't find out about it, or otherwise you're gonna have nowhere to be.
Me ask question cause me have little lady in head to talk to me.
What?
He
What,
went into
Tarkhi?
Hakeem basement, and ever since then, lady talk to me in head sometime. We mentioned this before, guys.
You just had an imaginary friend!
No, she not imaginary, she real.
We can talk about this later between
The
us.
fuck?
That information
I need to
is
pay
important to
attention.
me.
I need to pay attention more when Tarkhi speaks.
I thought it was just Tarkhi having an imaginary friend. He keeps talking about some hell guy.
He full grown
Hey,
man,
hello.
he not have imaginary friend.
Yeah, but Hellwalker was a renowned figure. Even I know that. I don't know much about it, but I know it was like.
I presumed it was a legend. You know, like a Easter egg.
Sorry, you had a question about... What the hell do you want? looking at you, Tarkhi.
They're like weird particle in Hakim basement. Me inhaled one. You know anything about that? Or hear anything? You lied to me last time and me not appreciate that.
Wait, you tell her that you don't appreciate her lying to you. Oh,
You ask
okay.
about Hakim, she tell me no. That she know nothing.
Then she did
And
know.
2 seconds later,
Because
she tell us anyway.
she was trying to figure out exactly what the fuck you guys want to know. Because she's only heard bits and pieces. Sounds like you've been... She'll kind of look a little, like, worried, I guess, for a moment. Looking at you. Oh, you folk really are crazy. You're worried about everything out in the desert, and that fella, he might turn into one of them and then kill all of you. I don't know anything about that in regards to Kim. All I know is if you're inhaling some black spore in the middle of the desert, yeah, that ain't ending well for you. How's that for some truth?
This was in basement, not desert.
We're done. You folk can leave.
I just have one more question, if I could, before we go. Well, seeing as the lady's not going to be too happy with us coming back empty-handed, I was wondering if you knew any other employers for headhunters in this area.
Gold Coast? I don't know. Why do you think I'd know headhunter employers?
I don't know, you used to work for one. Maybe they talk to each other.
Yeah, she talks to all the other barons. Well, not all of them. Couple.
And so if I could
But
go
I
to the
don't know
Gold
why
Coast, I
I
might
know
find
any of
myself
them.
there.
Your job ain't a sunshine and rainbows kind of job. You folk don't just come around and do whatever the hell you're doing. Talking about goodness and all that stuff. Most folk like you are killers, and you don't really care who you're killing or why. So no, I don't know the people who hire scum like that. Except the lady, I guess.
So you walk with bandits. No different.
Look, I don't know much about these folk. But the one who's been speaking to me vouches for him.
You have we have a voice in our head. My friend does. You call us crazy. Yet you have one in
because
yours.
he said he got one from breathing in black spores.
I know plenty about that, don't worry. But how you know you're so safe? Oh, 'cause you have sorcerer's blood?
I don't know that
Think
I'm
that's
safe.
safety?
But I gotta fucking try. Escape? I gotta try. Even if it kills me.
You seriously trust? Or not trust? There's the fate's worse than death out here. You should know that. Running with bandits, and bandits running with a sorcerer can apparently cast. Where's the safety in that?
Trying to think of what I would make you roll for that.
Yeah.
roll to disrupt her self
Yeah.
thought. Her
And I'm doing that to the bandits too. I'm saying, hey, bandits, she can
Might turn on
cast.
your ass and fucking burn you to death.
Oh, that's what you were
Yeah.
saying. Oh, I thought you were saying.
doing
I thought you were
both.
talking about the sorcerer boss, the alleged sorcerer.
I'm doing
boss.
both. I'm saying to her that, and I'm saying, and I'm letting the bandits know, hey, sorcerer who can cast. Sorcerers aren't safe. They should know that.
Yeah,
Perception?
let's do persuasion. Let's try it.
Persuasion? Okay.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else. 11 though.
Hoping for.
I mean,
I mean, you could
I'm
gamble.
not gonna commune. I'm not gonna commune, guys. I'm at
Sure.
fucking 4.
You sure?
I know it's funny.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Okay.
I'm not fucking paralyzing before I make these people pissed, and then we have to call the fucking firefight.
Fake,
Like-
fake gambler Solomon, dude. That's all I gotta say, dude. Fake gambler.
Solomon starts speaking in tongues before trying to convince her.
Fucking passes out.
I imagine if I was thinking speaking in tongues, like just speaking Dutch or something.
Dog, I can start getting indefinite madness. I'm not playing around with just a simple.
And why would I
Simple Simon
trust
stuff.
you? Oh wait, one second.
I'm not saying trust.
Why
me.
would I trust you over a sorcerer? Yeah, he could be tricking me. Yeah, this could be a whole thing. You don't think I've thought about that, walking across the desert this whole time, but at this point, it's done. I have nowhere else to go. This is my only goddamn chance.
No, there's places farther. If you're willing to make the trek, I've been there.
I've made the trek where I want to be. That's the end of that. You don't understand, fella. When you got one of these and you see she'll kind of yank the frickin' massive collar, there ain't nowhere you can go. You get a call in
there
your head
is.
telling you there's a place, you take it. I ain't looking for oasis. I ain't even sure the oasis are real.
I'm not talking about no oasis.
There's nowhere else.
There. Not run by humans, that's for sure.
Yeah, and you think they're gonna let me in? The place not
You'd
run
be
by
surprised what they
humans.
give you.
Sure I would. There's something universal between humans and every other person in this desert. And that's that they're afraid of what I can do. I meet one person who isn't, you best believe I'm gonna have some amount of loyalty just for that.
You're not scared of you.
Tarkhi ain't scared much.
Yeah, well,
You not have mental capacity for fear.
yeah, I figured as much. You'd be afraid of me if this thing was off. I know that for certain.
Do Saguarans tell horror stories of sorcerers, or they just kind of chill? Like, especially
I'd
Cuz or something.
Probably not.
Yeah.
But I would say Saguarans have probably met colored sorcerers and are like cool with them. They don't really be like, "Hey, come live with us." They're like, "Hey, yeah, you can stay here for a little bit. We'll be cool with you." In terms of horror stories, I don't know that there'd be really any, especially since you guys are kind of nomad clans. You're not really like sharing all that much between different clans, like every once in a while, but it's entirely possible. I'd say it's somewhat up to you to some degree, because yeah, there would be cases of free sorcerers going around the desert mucking shit up, whether they've dealt with Saguarans, maybe they have with one nomad group but not another. Yeah, hard to say, but I'd say it's up to you if you want, but I'd say if your people were rather chill, it's entirely possible you've met a collared one and you were like, "Hey, new friend," and then they were on their way or whatever. That's also just as possible. You were attacked by one, and you, being your clan's defender, had to cut it down.
Yeah.
Or cut them down. Let me not. Let me not be.
Dehumanize.
Let me not be as horribly intolerant as the Empire. Even though technically I am the Empire and everything else.
Yeah, but you're also not the Empire. You're also the
You're
sorcerer.
also her. Dick.
I'm also her, so yeah.
And the
like,
bandits.
a
Did
bit
she
of-
get caught in
bit of
Imperial
everything.
ambush at the border?
Who knows? You didn't ask her that part.
Thief
Holy shit,
over
she
there?
has, holy shit, she has the voice. Boom.
Okay, stop. No more Skyrim. Fuck you. No more Skyrim. We're done.
Skyrim's banned.
Probably our last
Skyrim
Skyrim
banned.
campaign, so we have to make references now.
Game
That's
is like
fair.
sad.
That's
20
fair.
years old or some shit. Let it die.
We're still sad about Folar, okay?
He's
We
somewhere
grieve.
in the world.
Skyrim will never die.
How are we supposed to make full art rich now?
Need titty mods to make that game die.
You see, I guess one of the guards, since your jab was also aimed at
Mhm.
them, they'll kind of also like shuffle for a moment and be like, "We don't interact too much with the boss's boss, and we trust Larry, so that's that." Also, take some offense to you assuming we're those kind of outlaws. Larry runs a, well, clean enough outfit. And your prejudice is pissing me off. He'll fucking point his gun.
Bandit's a bandit, same as a headhunter. Just different names.
Fair enough. Anyway, what the girl's been saying. You folk gonna get out of here or what? Don't know why you came here looking for her just so you could let her go. Or all this the other stuff she said. He'll kind of look at her because they've not, you know, they don't have as much context as the two of you guys do, really.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I agree with her. You folk are definitely crazy for coming all this way out just to ask a few questions and turn your back around, but I think it's the best time you go. She's giving you her answers. So, unless you want to talk to Larry or something, get going. You see, the other guard will kind of look at him a little bit like, huh?
Yeah.
And then this guy will be like, or, no, you're not going to talk to Larry.
Why not?
Because Larry don't want to talk to you.
You don't know that.
You see, he'll look at the other guy for a second. Well, Larry does like talking. But we're not going to bother him with you folk.
For all thou knows, Larry would love to talk to us.
You see, he'll look at the other guy.
Larry in the
I'm
cards.
sure Larry would like to talk to you.
Yeah.
But
play cards.
we're gonna
Fucking Larry.
be the middleman and not encourage Larry to talk to you. Because that's gonna be a whole goddamn mess.
Really?
So they're going
Assumed
to-
that
It's
a
quite inconsiderate to
subordinate.
talk on his behalf, no?
I've already told you I don't want to split the pay. And if
We're not
you
looking
start
to pay.
talking to Larry, Larry's gonna want to split the pay with you.
We're not interested
We
in no
say
pay.
no to splitting the pay.
Larry is going to insist.
Well,
And
we'll
we'll insist back.
harder. What?
Okay, see, and that's why you can't meet.
That's
You
very insistent.
You insisting back is gonna piss Larry off.
We could not insist to Larry just pay you behind Larry back.
Nah, Larry will find out. Larry's got eyes
like
on
probably
everything.
between
Larry
you and
probably
Larry.
has eyes on us right now.
We could gamble.
And Larry would be mighty pissed that you're telling us to leave if Larry would like to talk to us.
No, it's more of a if Larry meets you. Oh, he's getting frustrated.
You You're much funnier than last outlaws we meet.
Oh,
I'm
sure.
beginning to think we should talk to this Larry.
Well, whatever
Well,
last
you done-
outlaws you met were probably assholes.
Yeah.
They did kill and drain a whole village of people.
Yeah, see, that's a little fucked up.
Yeah. Mighty
Not
fucked
a
up,
little
actually.
lot.
Quite.
Very.
I mean, happens in the desert. Survival
Yeah.
is a thing. Can't fault them too
So
much
wait,
for it.
wait.
Whole village is a little much, though.
Yeah. If you're saying Larry runs such a tight ship and such a maybe more upstanding business, what does Larry do? What do you boys do with here? Same in clan, I'd assume. Not in the bad clan, not like those.
See, they'll look at each other for a second.
Mhm. Trust me, we're looking for more work if we're gonna turn our back on the lady. We need work too. We have no
Yeah,
allegiance to
well,
her. We killed a whole village of bandits. We got our own.
I hear you,
strengths.
man. I hear you. Here's the thing. While we were working whatever job we could find, then Larry found this one, and that was the end of that. And this is the type of job that, much that would be nice to share it, I'd rather not. Besides, I don't think Larry... Much that Larry would want to talk to you, I don't know that. Well,
Just saying he would like to.
no, you fellas are... There's something wrong with you. I don't think we jive well. Larry jives
No
with
sense not
everyone.
trying.
Larry jives with everyone. But
Maybe
trust
you
me,
should take
trust
a
me when I
pump on
tell
his
you,
look.
if the lady was, you know, too much for you.
Not too much. Nothing of the sort. We just haven't built
Wake
any
up.
loyalty.
Yeah, but you went after one sorcerer and you... You see, he kind of like looks at her for a 2nd and he seems a little like freaked out. He's like, he's like trying to watch his words a little bit around her. You can tell. You got
not
told
good
to
for her
hunt
life.
down one sorcerer, and you didn't make it to the end of that. Turned yourself around, decided no, this is not something you'd want to do. There ain't no headhunting work for you. You folk might as well become fucking farmers or something.
That's because we got paragons of virtue over here. And points at Constantine.
Constantine will slightly pose proudly.
Well,
Got him.
His armor glistening in the
Don't-
light.
I don't know that you folk are gonna find any paradigms of virtue out here like that. Certainly
I've been
not ones
saying.
hiring.
What I've been saying. So what, you want us to kill y'all? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, I want you to fuck off.
You're saying we should follow our roots and keep going with what we were given. Hold on to virtue while we're here. And we were hired.
Well, personally, I think that maybe you should understand you're maybe a little out of your depth here.
Maybe you.
Maybe
You're
we-
what, 2 bandits and a sorcerer? She's tough. You. Eh.
You're not looking so tough to me, old man.
He'll flash the hag eye. Let's see about that.
Trust me, friend. My companion is very, very tolerant.
Yeah, they're, that was a
Yeah.
little, that seemed a little threatening. They are, they got their guns aimed squarely at your head right now. I don't know what the hell that is in your head, what kind of eyeball is that, but bullet going through it ain't gonna do nothing. Or ain't gonna...
Ain't gonna do
whatever.
Nothing.
Bullet going through it is not, is no matter what you can do, you can't stop a bullet. He'll say, kind of like trying to like get himself straight a little bit. You see the other guy is just look at him like, yeah, there you go. Now you're getting it. You're good. You see the other guy's like, the other guy doesn't like talking, but the other guy is very much like, okay, like, come on,
a supporter of his buddy.
it's more like the other guy, you can kind of get he would like to talk, he just doesn't want to. It's just kind of his personality, but he seems very regretful that he is letting this other guy talk because this other guy isn't so good at it.
He's
Yeah.
just like me, for real, for real.
So those were a bunch of threats, it sounded like. So what? We doing this or what? You finally decided that this is what you want to do?
Hey, DM.
I could tell this whole goddamn time that you folk were itching anyway. Ain't no way you're that fucking crazy. And yes, sorry, what was your question, One Eye?
This entire conversation, Constantine has been kind of just like taking in how these, mainly the sorcerer's acts. She keeps mentioning about like how when she's like free, she'll basically be able to do like anything. Did she sound like at all unhinged when saying that, or like villainous at all?
Oh yeah. Yeah, a little.
Yeah, Constantine's kind of just like
you can tell there's some rage in there, and you guys are. To be fair, from the start of the, or from some areas of the conversation. Actually, you know what? Here, let me not just tell you all this. Roll me an insight check, Constantine. I'll say that much you can figure out, but roll me an insight check so I can give you more of the under over here.
Oh boy.
I mean, these people are very obviously hired by the same person who hired the other band.
Insight. Bam. 17.
Oh, it's a 17. Okay, very good. You can tell from some of the lulls in the conversation. It's possible she's just blowing smoke. She seems like a mostly rational person. But there is definitely some rage there. While some of you are like, yeah, we just want to be friends and talk to you guys and learn some stuff. There are some of you that are a little aggressive. And that's kind of stoking the rage a little bit. With a 17, you're kind of at a crossroads. And with a 17, you're going to figure out what the crossroads is. But it's between, okay, does she sound violent and is talking about this in like an evil way because she is violent and evil, or is this just heat of the moment we're making her angry and she's just trying to sound tough? It's definitely a mix, but you kind of lean towards the side that there is some amount, that anger, that rage, that is less so a reaction, and it is definitely a personality trait. And to that end, while you can't say for certain, if she escaped, it's possible she could become a threat.
Yeah, because like his whole thing is that like he was being purposely quiet to like let her keep talking, because like what he cares about is if she is like either a villain now or will become a villain later and kill and like hurt innocent people. So right now his like hand is like he's being a bit uncharacteristically quiet as he has like a hand to his chin.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I will say, by the way, at points where she was getting visibly angrier, very much, I wasn't describing this because I didn't really think about it, but very much like in the beginning of the conversation where she'd kind of, before Soloman rolled that nat 20 and she kind of focused in on you guys, now that the conversation is kind of getting into areas where you guys are kind of pissing her off a little bit and pissing off the guards, that spacing out where it looks like she's listening or looking for something, that's happening a lot more. And anytime you guys talk and she kind of snaps back, like there's a bit more anger anytime she comes back. Like almost like you're interrupting her or something like that. That you really can't tell what's happening there. But
okay,
there's
something
know
there.
of the histories of sorcerers in this region? Like the Sorcerer King and everything?
Does Constantine?
Yeah. Because I would like taint, how you do sorcerers.
I mean, if he
free
wants to
sorcerers.
roll, roll a history, he doesn't have a whole lot of...
Yeah.
Knowing the character, he doesn't have a whole lot of memory, but I mean, if he rolls a history with a 12, no.
Okay.
With a 12 for Constantine, considering things, no. Sorry, Constantine, you know what your memory is like. It's,
Yeah, no, like, all he knows is that she can become a danger to, like, people around her.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's being very uncharacteristically quiet and is kind of just, like... When she suddenly, like, snaps back to reality, does it at all looks as if she was, like, mentally talking to someone? Or, like...
Just kind of in a trance.
Yeah, or is it, like, a full-on trance?
I'd say you wouldn't be able to tell if she was talking to anybody or something like that, but it's a trance of some sort.
Okay.
Like, it's definitely not... Because you guys aren't... It's possible maybe she's hearing something, you guys just can't hear it. But it very much looks like something is distracting her, something that's not there, whether it's auditory, visual, or whatever. And it's... Notably, she also keeps looking up the mountain in particular.
You know, he kind of, like... Constantine kind of, like, looks to, Soloman.
Mhm.
And just gives, like, a small nod. But that's all, like... It's a little bit of a sign that
Yeah.
if he
Doing
does this, he's ready to also join in, because he's taking this threat seriously.
Yeah.
Because, like, her going on, like, a small power trip being like, oh yeah, you guys wouldn't be able to fucking take me when I get this collar off, bro. And, like, along with the overall rage, and he's definitely set off his kind of inner warnings, like, yeah, this person may need to be put down.
How's the rest of the party reacting to all this?
What a DM question. Thank you for asking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Up mine.
I did want to
Arlas-
ask. Or sorry, I'll let you go.
Arlas just seemed kind of fed up that the Amanda's not being, like, you know, more nice to us. And so he's just kind of been like, he's kind of just been silent, trying to let everyone else figure it out. Cause he's realized if he starts talking, he's gonna start a fight or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did want to ask DM because you said it seemed like she was looking for something, and looking at the mountain. Is that the same mountain with the flashing light?
Again, the flashing light is on a dune, sort of to the...
Oh, okay. So you mean like the Diamondback Mountains?
No, she's looking up the sort of the mountain that's behind her. The mountain that...
Okay.
Yeah. The mountain range
Sorry.
connected to the Diamondbacks, not up the Diamondbacks.
Okay, sorry.
The Diamondbacks are off to the... I guess on this match, it would be on... Or I guess I'll just say... They're to the right, and that's also
Okay,
where
to the right.
the flash is.
Okay, cool. And she's looking to up.
And she's kind of looking, like, up and behind her a little bit, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Well, let's not be hasty and violent. Just a simple question. And we can all leave on our way. As Rhy'lyn will actually point towards the flashing light. Is that a friend of yours, or the fellow on the dune? Or, well, whoever's there.
You'll see the not so talkative one will, like, you can see, like, he's got his arm up because he's aiming the gun and he's looking, like, kind of down the sight, but you can see, like, a visible, like, grin on one side of the face. I forget what voice I gave this guy, but he'll just kind of look at the other fellow and
I think
be
he
like,
sounded just like the other guy.
maybe I did
Has
the
he
same
talked?
voice, I don't know. I think he talked like once. I don't know,
Yeah.
or maybe he didn't, I don't know.
He was the one who said, well, Larry does like talking.
Oh, maybe I did something like that. Well, it doesn't matter either way. No, the main guy said where Larry does get like talking. No,
Okay.
the other guy wasn't really saying
Okay.
anything.
Okay.
You see the other guy. Yeah, you can see a visible smirk under his gun, and you know this guy will finally speak, and he'll go, "Oh, so they noticed. That's good." And he'll look to the other guy. The other guy will kind of go like, "Huh. Yeah, that's Larry." So you put it together then?
Not exactly, very hidden. He's been flashing a big fucking light.
Doesn't need to be hidden. When we say you folks don't want this, we mean you don't want this. Like I said, Larry might like you once he meets you, but right now, far as Larry can tell, you folk are enemies. Moment you aggress onto us, you aggress onto Larry. And Larry, long shot Larry, he's the best shot out here in this desert.
Question, DM, since you said this area had very dense foliage.
Oh, like I
How many
said,
lines of...
it's they
This is
can.
a clearing in the middle, you said.
That's what. Yeah, I was trying to tell you that side. There's a sight line on you. Larry can get you guys from there.
Okay.
Also, with his elevation as well, he can definitely get you. So much to what the girl was saying. We done?
I think we might be. I don't have any more questions. Fortunate that we came all the way out here for nothing, but I guess we will see you around, Amanda. Keep safe and don't do anything stupid.
She'll stare at you somewhat confusedly and sort of shake her head like she just really doesn't understand. She really just doesn't get you people. And she'll kind of stop focusing on you, but her guards will still be aiming their guns, providing that constant threat.
Constantine's gonna kind of look at Soloman and Rhy'lyn, and is just gonna just wait to see if they like give any indication that they're gonna be attacking or whatnot. But right now he's just kind of chilling.
Hmm.
I mean, Larry's boss is obviously, you know, the same person who hired the other bandits.
Yeah, these guys are obviously more.
What gave you
moral,
that? What gave you that? What gave you that guy? That impression, out of curiosity.
Because of the discussion of payment and the assumption of, oh yeah, he said he hired a bunch of different bandit groups. The other guy said that, so it's safe to assume that bandits that are pretty close by and are also helping fuck with the lady would be, you know,
okay,
the same people.
Just curious.
Safe assumption to make.
That sniper's a bitch. Fuck you, Larry.
I mean, to be fair, I'm pretty sure that the lair is going to basically function as like a lair action.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that even means.
Like the sandwich there.
Yeah, on like initiative 20, shit happens, and but it's not it's not like her doing it. It's the environment doing shit.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm definitely leaning towards attacking them though, but Constantine's not going to do anything unless anyone else is. Because I'm not getting fucking. Sorry, go ahead.
How far is? Can we get an estimate of how far Larry is? That far.
He's pretty far. Let me check the range. What's the range on this thing? I'm pretty sure it's fucking far. Was it only?
He has an anti-material rifle.
Oh, so would he have? I'm trying to think.
Oh.
Because the issue is I'm not good with distance, so I'm like trying to think if the minimal
Going
range,
off of the Sphinx last time, yeah.
if the minimal range on his weapon is what he's within, or if he's further than that, because he's pretty far. But how far is like 100 feet? Is that like what is that to like the next like
That's
level?
30 like 33 meters.
No, okay, 33 meters. 33 meters. 33 meters.
I mean, 100 feet's about the distance of this map.
Like from me to right in front of.
Wait, no, 100 feet is exactly the distance of this map.
Yes, that's exactly the distance.
Yeah.
And he can definitely hit all over it. Oh, so maybe he is in the. Maybe he is in the fucking long range of his gun then. One sec, because I know. What's do any of you have a musket?
It's range.
I think Arlas does.
Yes.
Oh wait, no, fuck. These are Mercer muskets, not
No, the Mercer muskets.
Let me.
Yeah, these are
tap
Mercer
it so you can
muskets,
see.
so not like normal
They're
5e
120
ones.
feet, I think.
Yeah.
120
normal.
I thought
feet.
it's
Yeah.
But let me
The
check.
min range was 120.
I don't know,
Oh, it
let's
is.
see.
Yeah, 120 to 480.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Mercer muskets have a lot of range.
Okay,
120 to 480, yeah.
I think
Yeah, they're supposed to be like sleepers.
I think the range I put on this thing is a little less than I wanted. No, did I do this? I might have done this on purpose. I'm trying to think. How did I get this? I think I just rounded up. I think I just rounded up instead of like actually thinking about this weapon modification he has. So I guess I'll ask you guys, because you guys would probably be better with distance than me, and this will just determine if he is like somewhere in the ballpark of 200 to 250 feet away. Is that far, or is that not that far?
That would be considered at least disadvantage for muskets, because that's double.
No, that's not what I'm asking. I'm asking would that be far from you, or would that not be far?
That's far because like
Yeah.
none of us are getting
That's
close
pretty
to
far.
You can still see
That's
the
pretty
silhouette
far.
of a person, but quite far, yeah.
Okay, that
250
would-
feet. It would
And
take
assuming
me
that he's like and assuming that like he's like deliberately like laying down and like being like sneaky, then yeah.
Well, I mean, you guys spot him. He's not being that sneaky. You guys can see him. But yeah,
He's flashing.
250 feet with dashing takes me 5 turns to get there.
Yeah.
It's like Slender Man standing on the top of the hill from far away. Like, we can see him, but he's just chilling.
Okay. If you guys can, if that is far, then I'm gonna say I probably did this about properly. Yeah, he's about 200 feet away. He's about 200 feet. I was trying to decide if I wanted to go any higher than that, but if 200 feet is far, then I'd say he's 200 feet.
200 feet away from us, or 200 feet away from the map?
So he'd actually have to be a little closer, technically. He'd be... So if the map is about 100 feet... Okay, so wait, because I positioned... It's funny, because I think I calculated this before, and then I didn't write it down exactly what I was thinking. No, actually, I was about to draw a ruler, but you guys would see me drawing a ruler, so I actually can't do that.
Yeah.
I mean, you can. I mean, if you want, we could all tab out.
No, it's okay. Yeah, he's not. I would say he's not 200 feet away from the map. I would say he's probably closer to like 100 feet or so. Away from the map, itself. Like I'd say from. I guess I should say he's like 100 feet away from this side of the map. Or no, wait, that doesn't make sense. Sorry, he's 200 feet away from this side of the map, and then 100 feet from probably away from this side of the map. If it'll let me ping it.
So he would be like 150 feet away from us.
Where we are right now.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I could make that pretty quick. As
If only we had a monk.
Like, yeah, technically he should be farther, but I don't know. I'm not good with distance, so.
Soloman, how far does your little...
I guess with the elevation, so that's the thing with the. I think it's because the elevation probably changed. Actually, I'm gonna say that it's because the elevation changes things. So technically he's a bit farther away from you, but because of his because of the elevation, so like getting to him would take a lot longer than like 100 feet or whatever. But he's definitely with like the range that he's covering is like from where he is to that end of the map, it's about 200 feet, and that's the range he's. Or I guess that would be like like I said, that's the distance, but there's like some elevation to it. There, done, figured it out.
Cool.
Sorry.
Soloman, how far does your Well, I don't really know what it is. That thing you do, and then you blow people's heads off. Is that?
I haven't met anybody outrange. Why? I haven't met anybody who outranges that.
I can throw that magic knife pretty far. And DM, those stones, like these ones and shit, those are actually there?
Yeah.
Would they act as cover?
At his elevation, no.
Okay.
So there's no cover against it?
No.
Okay.
This clearing seems you guys can surmise they waited in this clearing Maybe because they saw you, maybe because they were maybe aware of your coming. You're not exactly sure why, but this was very
It was designed
clear.
as an ambush.
This is so you get the vibe that it's an ambush if you guys try anything. The vibe you get from Larry is Larry's a chill guy. So,
Oh, really?
he sounds like the vibe you get from
He's
how
rather
they talk
chill
about
guy.
him. He's a chill guy. He's not, this wasn't an ambush in the sense that like Larry was like, "Hey,
Let's go.
when they
Let's wait for headhunters,
when they get into the kill box, we fucking kill them." It was they're probably going to try to kill her. Let's see what they do. Ideally they
It's
don't
mad.
see me and then they lose, That's probably the vibe you
Yeah.
kind of get.
It's mutually assured destruction.
Yeah.
Hold a big stick. Walk softly and
Yeah.
carry a big stick. Kind of diplomacy.
And then, secondary question, DM. Were I to cast Entangle, would that cause some funky shit because of how much, like, the magical growth is in the ground?
No, it would just be entangle.
Okay, cool. I'm just wondering because, like, it's roots and shit, so...
No. It would be these like special funny roots, but like there wouldn't be anything
Okay,
particular.
it wouldn't, like, grow extra big or something.
No.
It was worth a question,
So I guess I just gotta ask you guys, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, I
At
don't
this
know.
point, you guys are. I mean, you guys are asking me a lot of questions out of character, so game is fucking, paused.
Yeah, these are all, like, just, like, math and shit.
Yeah, this is all just like
Yeah.
It's like,
Again, like Constantine is leaning towards fighting, but he's not going to do anything alone. So it's heavily up to you guys.
That's what I mean. So you guys tell me
Yeah,
what you're doing. Because Arlas just said, "Yeah, we'll leave you alone. See you later." Constantine's like,
later, don't
"I
wanna
can
talk
go
to you
either way." Is somebody
Yeah.
gonna fire the first? Does anybody here want to fire the first shot, or is everybody like, "No, I don't want to fire the first shot. Let's go."
Ooh, that sniper is a bitch.
it is.
I am admittedly slightly leaning more towards the fighting because that way we will get fucked up. We do have a full long rest. It's like all of us are like in like tip top shape at the moment.
That's
That is
true.
Well, at the very least, kill one of them.
Yeah, no. We're like as it stands, all we technically have to do is just kill the Saurus first, and then we can just fucking book it.
Yeah.
I doubt we're getting out of the range of Larry.
I mean, how far away is the foliage from, like, behind us?
If you dart into the foliage, yeah, that would give you some cover, but
I'm pretty sure he can't shoot through a tree.
that's what I mean. He's not. The area around this clearing he can't get. The clearing is
Yeah.
clearly a kill box. So if you
Yeah,
guys get
the
out of
point
it,
is not
yeah,
as
but
such.
then you're out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, I'm also pretty sure that like in order for him like to hit us this far away, he has to like properly aim his thing.
So
And
he's
if
not,
we-
like, dashing after us with that.
Yeah,
range.
exactly. So like, so I'm sure if we like begin like riding on our mounts fast enough, he won't be able to properly aim at his speed. So yeah. Plus, like, it's apparent that this person is kind of slightly losing their mind. So
Anyone would.
yeah, so my character wouldn't feel bad about killing her. Plus, like, if we do so, we won't be wanted by the lady.
Yeah.
Yeah. All Constantine cared about was whether or not this person was a villain or had the capability of being a villain, and he got his answer, and that was yes.
I mean, I don't think we really.
You're gonna be hard pressed to find anybody in this desert who doesn't have the capability to be a villain.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
that's Constantine
everybody,
has the
guy.
capability of being a villain.
No,
Anyone with the
I am
capability of
totally
violence-
innocent and nice.
Anyone with the capability of violence. And Constantine is capable of a lot of violence.
So, what are we doing?
Arlas will say to the group, Well, we agreed that if she just wanted to be free, we'd let her go. I know she is not being very nice to us, but that was what we agreed on beforehand. So I say we just go. Bit anticlimactic, but
Where
that's
do we
just
go
the way it
after
is.
that, Arlas? Where do we go afterwards?
I don't know. Find a new bounty hunter. I'm not compromising my morals just because it'd be easier to kill some innocent person. Or maybe she ain't innocent, but she's just trying to be free.
Got golden hearts, the death of us.
We're a strong bunch. I'm sure we could find some work out there. Doesn't have to be from the lady.
Oh, can't be.
Well, that's my 2 cents. What do y'all say?
2 copper, but whatever.
2 basic heads.
Two copperheads, yeah.
It's my opinion.
That's my 2 heads. I guess you would say my 2 heads.
I mean, he isn't from the desert, so he would probably say that's my 2 copper.
Yeah, well, that's why I said that to start with. Anyway,
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Anyway.
Semantics.
Or you, well, will be that's my head, you know.
Again, what do you guys? I have to, because yeah, there's a lot of thoughts here. You guys got to decide.
The issue is it's very obvious which way the campaign was planned to go.
It's fine. I can work around it.
Fair enough, but you know. We are kind of ignoring the plot hook.
If you, to be fair, if that's what you guys would do, that's what you guys would do. You don't need to feel bad about that. I don't mind. Just know, obviously, what you guys are saying is correct. You don't kill her. You and the lady are dead as dirt. There's no going back to Borders Crossing. All these people in the desert who are like, oh, maybe I'll come see you in Borders Crossing. They're not gonna meet you there. You might see them again, but you won't see them in Borders Crossing.
Yeah. Question. Would they see Rhy'lyn's mouth move under the veil if he whispered something?
I'm not.
The veil to block out sunlight. So
I mean, I'll say this. They're not. They can tell you guys are whispering in the sense that you guys are all like huddled up right now whispering. Okay, like I'm gonna be clear. I'm gonna be fucking so fucking dead ass to you. I don't care if you're fucking stock still, mouth moving under the fucking veil. The rest of your friends are all doing it too. They can tell you guys are conspiring. They seem like they don't want to aggress onto you because they're just like, yeah, if we can just resolve this with these people fucking leaving, that's just the best. You can tell that they're as much as they are threatening you. It is similar to you guys.
They're gonna get fucking hurt.
Similar to you guys, they're blowing smoke because obviously you guys are probably also aware that this could go bad for you. Both of you are fucking flashing each other your cocks and being like, mine's bigger, and both of you know that that's not necessarily true.
Fluffed it up a bit.
Yeah, you guys have all fluffed it up a little bit. Yeah,
We've all tucked it under the. We all tucked it over the balls and shit.
So to that end, you guys whispering is, at this point, I would say you guys continuously whispering has kind of degraded diplomacy to the point where
it's either leave or combat.
At this point, I'll say that much. So feel free to whisper. But yeah, you are at that point right now. Nothing you do right now will sort of change where you guys are at.
Yeah.
You are on a threshold. You choose to cross, or you choose to go the other way. Cross the threshold, as the sandwich would say.
Man, she was so cool. It's so sad she wanted us to join her MLM.
Yeah.
Arlas will just take like he's not like leaving the room, but he'll just take like a couple steps like away, kind of like signaling like, are we going? Like, are we kind of like, you know, like who's with me, who's come, who's you know, just leave.
Yeah, Constantine's kind of just gonna be like, is there anyone that like actively votes to fight?
Someone's leaning that way.
Rhy'lyn's also leaning that way for selfish reasons, but
Yeah, no. If you guys go like to a slightly different spot, that's gonna be where Constantine goes. Because preventing an overall like larger amount of people getting hurt in the long run is better.
I suppose Rhy'lyn will whisper, Arlas, even if your word the promise, do know that these men were probably hired by the same person who hired the other bandits. Who's to say they are as moral as they claim to be?
Plus, friend Arlas, I've seen how this mage has been acting, and there is a lot of pent-up rage in there. In the long run, she's going to hurt a lot of people, innocent or not.
Believe me, as someone who has done quite a few terrible things to be free, she is willing to bite the throat of a child. Doesn't matter. The chain around her neck matters much more.
You don't know that. Nothing she said so far would tell you that.
I know it.
No, she is
because
sort of
I know
bit,
what
actually.
it feels like.
Sure, she may seem selfless, but all she's wanted to do so far is just go on be by herself. Sure, she's not being very clear with what she wants to do, but
Uncolored sorcerers are dangerous. You don't know this. You aren't here. She's talking of a voice from beyond, calling kin of sorcerous blood. My bets are the king, and he'll do a lot more damage than you think. He raised towns. You think the bandits are bad? See what a superpowered mage gets up to when they think they're a god. Better to kill her now and make sure they don't get more powerful.
all of this is
Sorcerers
based
are
on
not to be trusted.
all of this is based on your assumption that she is evil.
If she's being called through the collar and is granted enough power to be able to cast without it, there's something bigger. And if it's bigger and about sorcery, it's the king. Arlas, what will you do when she gets free and she raises a town?
What would you
We
do
could
if
have
she
killed
became?
her.
What would you do if she became free and became a hero and started saving people, and she never got to see that future
People
because
don't
you
say.
killed her in cold
No
blood.
one saves anyone here, Arlas. It's the desert. We kill, we fight, we try, but there's no promises. We protect our group. We don't fight on to save many. I don't think of me. My goal is the Kinoma, not every fucking town.
I know you may know the desert out here, but I know people, and I know that people can be redeemed.
You don't know the people out here, though. This is a prison. This is all it is. Arlas, every single person we've met has told you, including me, temper it. Understand there is good and there is bad. But we can do more good with the lady than we have letting a sorcerer walk free.
It seems I wasn't able to convince you. I don't disagree with you. I mean, I'm sorry, I don't agree with you. But I don't see us coming to an understanding.
Arlas, let me explain something. She is a chained dog. One who has been starved and beaten. I know the game well. And you want to know what that dog will do the second its collar is off? Whatever the fuck it wants. And what it wants is pain for those who have hurt it. It wants power, it wants strength. It will be loyal to whatever fucking word comes out of whoever takes that collars off. So tell me, how much do you want to bet that that person who she will be a devotee of, is going to be nice and friendly. Going to want to save the world. When they've already been hiring bandits to harass and harry towns, knowing those bandits will quite literally drink the lifeblood of innocents. Cousin, take it from a chained dog. We will bite when we are told. We will kill when we are told. We don't have opinions of our own. She will be the same. Because she will be loyal. And if something can rip that collar from her neck, it can feast on her. If she isn't. That's the way of things. You claim you know people, but you don't know people like me, and you don't know people like her. So how much do you want to bet that not only will she be a good person when she has every reason not to be, but that the person who will be giving her orders, dressed up in lace, will be so kind not to want more power in a place of desolation and violence? Perhaps back home in Myria, you would be correct. But here, from what we have seen, you are not. I say this as someone who wishes he could hold your ideals. They don't seem to work. At least not here. And Rhy'lyn's
I
being
hear,
as open as he's ever been. Like, open in posture and everything.
I hear what you're saying, and I appreciate the words, but you didn't quite convince me. I'm still not gonna fight. And Arlas will actually sit down at this point, like he's just like refusing to fight.
Duelists.
Arlas, you can't sit here. We can leave or we can fight, but you literally can't. This is going down one way or the other. And as someone who would like to be on the nicer side of things, the only reason my people got so nice is because we don't move out much. We don't talk too much. The things that survive look out for themselves. And we're showing kindness. We're showing our bellies here. I would like to be nice, but she's made it clear she's following the rules of the desert. Be selfish or die. So we either leave now, or we make a choice.
I will say, I haven't really been fucking around with their tokens too much, but obviously because you guys have been talking for a while, so I don't imagine they'd be just like standing. I mean, the two guards would probably be standing there, but I'd say at a certain point, sometime during you guys doing that, you would have seen her kind of go back to sit on this rock. And then over time, conversation going as it is, eventually we get to sort of that point where Arlas kind of goes, "I'm done," and fucking sits down. At this point, you see, like, she's been kind of sitting on the rock, kind of staring down, maybe thinking, kind of just, like, waiting for this Mexican standoff to end. And the moment Arlas sits down, she kind of, like, looks over and sees that. Like, she kind of notices. I'm trying to think of what exactly she'd say here, but I know within the realm. You, feller. Up until now, you've been, well, posturing yourself. I don't know what the hell you folk are talking about over there, but why are you sitting down like that? What's happening over there at this point? Because I don't know why you folk are still here, and the moment I start to see you all arguing like that and he sits down, I know there's something up. Well, what do you say? She's staring at you guys, waiting for anything really
Well,
at this point.
we were just talking about what our next move is in the desert here. Now that, ladies ain't gonna be employing us anymore.
And that's what got you all worked up? That you're collapsing on the ground?
Well, I guess some of us
All
still
that
want to stay working
shouting?
for her.
All that shouting is because you're not working for the lady anymore?
Shouting.
Well, I guess
Oh yeah,
some
no,
of us-
you were getting you especially Rhy'lyn especially,
I was
but
just-
like
My
I know you
voice
guys
just
weren't
stays like
shouting,
that.
but you
I'm
were
sorry.
getting no, don't get me wrong. That's what I mean. Sorry,
Someone
I'm
was
using the word shouting. I don't mean
Okay.
like raising your voice, but I mean there's
Emotion.
that's not whispering. It's emotional talking. They can tell something's going on here. Is what I
Okay,
mean.
cool, yeah,
She's just calling it shouting because No, I know you guys aren't
what she was
yelling, but
Okay, cool,
this
sorry.
this is no longer. I can at least tell this is not whispering anymore. This is an argument. Whether you're raising your voice or not, this is an argument, and they can tell.
We're deciding if we want to continue to work for the lady or not, and well, we're having a bit of a disagreement.
And you want to work for the lady still?
No, that's not my style. If she's gonna make us do immoral work like this, I don't want to work for someone like that.
No one's gonna give us moral work.
She's gonna smile and she'll kind of start laughing a little bit. She'll start laughing. So you're telling me this whole time, I thought you were the one that was out to kill me, but all these other ones that were talking about their goodness and keeping me alive and doing the right thing, they were the ones? Oh, what a fucking joke that is.
All of us will just kind of like chuckle at that. Like, nobody else is agreeing with him right now.
I'll say
It's not
one
that-
thing about them. These friends of yours. They're right about one thing. Desert is like it is, as they say it is. This place filled with serpents, hiding under desert flowers. These folk are those serpents. This whole, we want to save you, that's their flower. You, that's the interesting thing. You came in here a bit more of a snake. It seems you're the only one that actually believed what you were trying to convince me of.
I don't know if I'm the only one, but I got my convictions, and I ain't gonna change just because it'd be easier.
What about the rest of you? Anybody here who isn't thinking about killing me right now?
We ain't interested. But if me friend in danger, then me will protect.
I'm only interested in protection. I'm not interested in unnecessary violence.
And obviously some of you folk want to keep your job with the lady. Would you call that necessary violence? Because
Only if-
necessary out here is whatever keeps you alive, and well, me and the boys have said it ourselves, you getting a job with the lady is probably your best bet at anything out here. So is that necessary to you, Saguaran?
At the moment, to me, necessary looks like if the violence is provoked on us first, I might figure out some other paths.
She'll start laughing again at that. Have we provoked any violence? We've been aiming our guns to make sure you folk don't try anything.
Exactly, which is why I'm not doing nothing, and I'll go figure something else out.
Then why are you all still here? Because it
I don't
seems
wanna-
to me that you just want to do it, and you just don't have the balls. And you'll see the guards. No insight check required. They kind of make the faces of, wait. Let's, chotomate a minute. Let's not, like, aggress Amanda. They're, like, looking at her like, hey. We can solve this. You're getting a little heated again.
Question: Constantine's been kind of keeping a bit of an eye on her as everyone was like talking. Did she seem to be like becoming visibly like more like unstable?
No. I'd say this is about the same energy she was kind of giving off before. It just seems like, once again, you guys have just been standing here whispering and then arguing. You can tell... Actually, roll me another insight, Constantine.
Alrighty. Let's see, and insight. 2. Yeah, no, I'm shocked I rolled decent
No,
the first time.
she just... Yeah, so like I was saying, this is about the same level as before. She's not, like, going crazy all of a sudden. Granted, with a 2, I could say that, especially with your previous madness, you'd maybe start believing that. But no, I'll just say, yeah, it seems to be about the same as before. Whatever provoked her to suddenly start talking, you're not really sure. Why she went from quietly, kind of just watching you guys sitting down and is now talking, you're not exactly sure. Most you can discern is, she's probably just fed up like she was before. Because I'd say your previous insight check, it does kind of play into factor where you are able to tell, she has that anger. So that much you can discern from, like, the previous one, but you're not getting a read on if anything's changed with this one. Most you can tell is no, she's not going fucking crazy.
I'm simply waiting for the choice for my companions to make. I hold no malice to thee.
Well, why don't you make the choice yourself? Why do you care about any of them things? Same with that fella sitting on the ground. Let me ask y'all a question. Were you guys best friends before you came to this desert? Prison buddies or something like that?
I have never met these people before in my life.
So why are you so close? What made you like these people when clearly you folk are different, all of you? I thought you were all the same. Weirdos who came out here to talk and then were just gonna leave because of goodness and stuff like that, and now I see it for truth. Some of you are, some of you ain't. Some of you are maybe somewhere in between, and some of you are just lying. All these differences? The lady really hired some... I don't really know what to call you. If she really think that these were the folks to hunt me down, she must have been desperate. Like I said, I hold no malice to her. She's treated me well. Or she treated me well, I should say. This is just how things were meant to progress.
The reasons why I consider these people my companions is... He kind of just trails off.
There's nothing there.
In fact, we've saved your life multiple times. Is that not
I suppose I found a hint of companionship in the brief time I spent with them. And while sure that some of them are rough around the edges, some are more prone to violence than others, I believe in good in each and every one of them. I believe in the capacity to change, to do good, to build a future for both themselves and other people who cannot defend themselves. I even believe so for thee. I believe in the future that thou can do good. Help people, build a town, make thine own decisions for thine own future. As for me, I am simply a conduit for justice, to help other people find their own futures, and that is why I stay with these people.
There's something goddamn wrong with you, fella.
Or so I've been told. But I don't really mind. I consider it a unique quirk of mine.
So you're traveling with these people, thinking them your friends, believing that they're gonna change. What happens when they don't change?
If they don't change, then that is simply my fault for not trying hard enough.
You'd put that shit on yourself? Yeah, there really is something wrong with you.
Perhaps.
And what about you, the Wood Elf fella? These folks seem jumping straight to doing what the lady says. Trying to assume what I'm like, who I am, what I've been through, using that as justification for whatever the hell they want to do. Why the hell you, what did he call you guys, companions with everybody else?
Well, yeah, they are a bit of bootlickers to the lady, but you know, at least there's some fine folk out here. They're kind enough to party with me, and they haven't tried to kill me yet or backstab me, so that's some good companionship you can get out here in the desert.
Sounds like to me, though, that you don't want to work for the lady anymore. So what happens when they decide you're a liability and are going to screw up all their future jobs with whatever this morality thing you've got going on is?
I don't know.
I will say, by
I
the
guess we'll cross
way,
that bridge.
sorry, not to. I shouldn't have interrupted your IP. I apologize. I just wanted to give an update on her and the guards, as you do. The guards, still very uneasy of what she's doing, especially uneasy because you guys are noticing she's kind of just snapping her finger, like a little bit. Like periodically, she'll give her finger a snap, like while she's listening to you, and when she does, there'll be like sparks, and every once in a while, you'll see like a little like fire light on her thumb, and then it'll go out, and then she'll just do it again. And now, sorry, please proceed. I'm just letting you know that, yeah, she is, she's casting a little bit. What was the last thing you said, Arlas?
What was the last thing you said? What was the conversation we were having? I was listening intently.
Shit, my bad.
He said, what's to stop them basically deciding you're a liability once you're
Because of your morals.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Don't worry, Arlis. Me never do that.
Yeah, I got some people who stay by my side here.
What about the rest of you? Would you stab him in the back if he cost you a job? He cost you your survival? Off of this morality?
He shakes his head.
Reminds me too much of home. Rhy'lyn would give a light shake. He still seems somewhat, a little bit bemused. Still a little bit laughing at the situation.
Sorry, what the hell does
Tiny bit.
remind you of home mean?
Look at me. This place is a vacation.
Yeah, she just looks, she has no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah,
So that
Constantine
one
just feel
doesn't
like
want to
heavy
answer
head
the
and a
question.
look.
What about the old man? That
So
one
I'm the
right
one
there
who
is about
looked
to
at.
cost you a job.
I don't give two shits about no lady.
Really? Because from where I'm standing, it sounds like you give a shit.
Not in that way. Sorry, you're a little too young around the ears. You think you know too much.
Oh, trust me. I've lived 10 times your lifetimes the shit I've been through.
Not how life works, lady. Not how it works. Trust me. I know. You want to talk about horror, about service? Come back later. But him, and doesn't turn away, but just points at Arlas. Isn't foolish, young-blooded, hot-headed son of a bitch who doesn't realize the place he's in. trust him more than you.
Arlas will smile
Yes.
at that. He's happy. He's got friends. Yeah, that's right. Now stop trying to turn us against each other. You see, I told you. We're friends, alright?
And come to a goddamn decision. You want this
Arlas
or
is still gonna
not?
stand strong.
And she's gonna like light her fingers on fire, like just like the whole like all of her fingers just like will ignite.
Yeah. Filters on, by the way.
Oops. Whatever. It doesn't sound that much different from me anyway.
No,
It's,
she said that.
it's not that
She
honestly.
said,
I don't
yeah,
even
but
I don't even
I'm-
really need the filter. I just add it just in
no.
case
Yeah.
just in case sometimes when I monologue I start to deepen my voice like that, so it helps with that a little bit
Fair
to
enough. Fair enough.
make it sound like a woman.
You're a manipulative son of a bitch, aren't you?
Do what you can to survive. Or to make assholes like you make a goddamn decision. Well, she's
Yeah.
asked you,
Mhm.
and at this point, she's escalated from, you know,
Fire.
what are you doing?
Fire.
To, hey, I'm casting.
Yeah.
What would you like to do? So make your decision.
Arlas, believe him.
Yeah, that's what I'd say.
All right.
You really believe that? 100% after seeing what she did to try to do to us. She can cast. You believe in your heart. She's gonna do good.
Yeah, I've seen what some of you can cast, and I'm not trying to kill you, because I believe you can use your powers for good. And I haven't seen anything to the contrary, so I think we should go.
Gonna have to find some other way to get this shit off my hand then.
Sorry about that.
I got some friends with knowledge. Not anywhere near here, though.
We'll see if we can find a village of our people
Yeah.
for respite.
Damn me a fool. Let's go.
Yeah.
You're leaving.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I guess. What's with Constantine though? He was the one who most
He wanted
interested
to.
in fighting.
And he also called himself a paragon of good.
Except Constantine.
Well, I mean, he did an insight check very high, but
Yeah. Constantine.
she is threatening you guys, Master Jedi. So at this
She's
point,
threatening.
Yeah, no, he's kind of just like he's seeing the sparks happen, and he's kind of like he's still kind of waiting for it to see if people begin leaving, but he is like prepared to defend himself.
Time to fight.
Yep, and he's kind of like looking like rapid between the guards and her, and to almost quietly ask, "You sure you want to be on her side?" It's
Are you
just
gonna
kind of
openly
just
ask that to them? Or you just kind of...
it's kind of just glancing between the guards and her, because he doesn't want to accidentally escalate it even more.
the guards seem nervous, but they're still
Yeah.
pointing their guns at you.
Mm-hmm.
You don't necessarily know what Larry's told them or really what this job is,
Anything.
so you can't really discern why they'd be so loyal or what's happening here.
Mm-hmm.
But they seem more or less resolute in their stances, just a little nervous because, she's casting. It seems more like a reflexive fear than like a conscious thing.
Makes
Yeah.
sense.
I'll say this to the group, not to them. They talked a lot about that Larry fella. He seems to know more. Hasn't fired.
Man.
Seems to just be postulating between the two of us. Apparently that man loves to talk.
Sure.
Shall we walk towards him? See about chatting? Or shall we mosey on and figure out where the fuck in this desert we're gonna find work?
For now-
we should chat with Larry.
Yeah. For now, let's find somewhere far away from them to rest. And then we gotta figure, how do we get this off me? I've already lost one arm. I'm not interested in doing that again.
So, are you guys going to see Larry, or are you just wandering aimlessly into the desert?
Yeah. I vote we see
As-
Larry.
I will say,
I also vote we see Larry.
this is late afternoon, going on evening.
Yeah.
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 But if he was
Anybody
I'd love to see
against walk?
Larry.
Yeah.
You guys want to go see Larry? Oh my god. Okay, that's
You
fine.
can't give a guy a name Larry Longshot. and
No,
expect us not to
long
want to
shot Larry. Okay,
Sorry,
let's
long
be
shot
clear.
Larry. He has a
Larry.
cool- He has a cool name. We want to talk to him,
That's fair. I don't know.
and he likes talking to people. And we left peacefully.
Okay. Well,
We did this
okay.
when we
Can't
walked
hear us
towards
from
him.
So
200 feet away.
I'd like to ask you guys. We are at a little over the 3-hour mark. The umming and ahhing did take a little while. That is, which is why I was trying to, because I was like, okay, well, do we want? We
alright.
probably want to get. No, it's just because I was like, hey, do you want to get more time? And also because I'm away next week, so.
Yeah.
So I'd like to ask, would you like to go see Larry now, or would you like to save that for next session?
Probably next session, because I got an early morning tomorrow.
Yeah, probably wouldn't be the worst
Yeah,
idea.
yeah, I think next session.
Okay. Well, you guys are gonna be waiting a bit.
Yep,
Hey,
that's fine.
Oh, well.
We fully accept that.
All right. I
That's
don't even
the
know.
life of playing D&D.
I don't even know if you're gonna be waiting a bit for not a whole lot, honestly.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Fine.
All right. Hey,
you want to know what it's probably going to be? It's probably just going to be us role-playing with each other.
That's fair. No, Larry will talk to you. Larry likes talking to people.
Yeah, but I mean, like, that's what most of that session could become. Just
Yeah.
us
Okay.
debating the ethics of morality and killing.
Well, so
Like
this
we
is
did today.
this is also gonna be problematic for me because now I'm like, okay, but if you guys talk to Larry and they're like, okay, we're just gonna like go somewhere else, then I'm gonna be like, oh fuck, I don't have anything to plan for that. Okay, well,
Yeah.
figure it out.
Actually,
worst
that'd
case
be
we worst case we end the session early, and the next session early,
Yeah.
I guess.
We'll survive.
Yeah.
Okay.
We play Uno or something.
All right.
I mean,
Okay.
worst case, we all die and we play Uno.
All right. If that is your guys' decision, then so be it. You will all turn into the vegetation. You will hear kind of another snap and the sound of like a fire going out. Suppose you'll hear Amanda's voice. Or rather, I suppose not her voice, but you'll just kind of hear her just laughing to herself and muttering stuff under her breath. Not crazed like Constantine was worried about. Sounds like she's
Or
probably
pissed off.
she sounds like she's cussing you guys out under her breath,
Ah.
basically. And despite it, or at least I assume despite it, I don't know if you guys want to turn around and take a shot like, oh, that's
Fucking
it.
shoot
Don't
her
talk
for
about me
that.
that way.
How dare you?
But barring anybody objecting and saying no, I want to do that, you move into the brush. Her laughter and her scorn, a memory of your past. You make your way through the vegetation, kind of maneuvering yourself towards the, I suppose, eastern end of this place, towards where Larry is. You kind of move into an area where there's not so much vegetation anymore. much more sparse. Definitely out of this wooded area. I'd imagine you probably grab your dune tracers first, of course,
Yeah.
and you ride them over, and eventually you sort of get to the crow's nest area of where Larry is, and you'll sort of see this stretch of sand out before you, and someone seated atop a dune. And in that moment, you'll hear the sound of a bullet fire, and it land right in the sand in front of you, not hitting any of you, but you see sand kick up close, like had it just moved a smidgen over, that would have been one of your heads. And with Larry making himself known, I believe that is where we will end our session today.